Welcome back to Tomb of Annihilation. You wake up in the morning, and you have the floor.
I'd hope so. So I was sleep on.
And we've already ate berries, or we've already
You have had your rations for the day.
and our water.
Rations and food are done. You've used your insect salves. I've double-checked all of these things.
Woohoo!
You are good to go. It is 6 a.m.
We should just crack on and make our way. There's no point in hanging around.
That is
Fucking
true.
same marching order, Azaka. Take the lead.
And you are still confident in her just leading the way?
I mean, I can take the lead if you want.
Shut up, Fenro.
It's what we're not paying her for.
There isn't any reason for us to doubt her at the moment. She hasn't led us astray.
Nope, she has been solidly eyed for you guys right now. So, let's see how well you travel.
Nat 20s on everything. We're perfect.
Roll high. Roll high. Roll high.
Okay.
She rolls shit. We walk into the river without sitting it. Drown.
Another one nice and early. That's a big oof. So yeah, you start walking through the jungle. Is there anything you guys are doing along the way?
Do we want to forage again? Just get those forage for berries?
Yeah, we can have a bit of a look for fit stuff while we're going.
Go have a
We
bit of a
won't
look.
stop. We won't stop. We'll just look as we're walking.
Look as you walk in, understood?
One thing I do want to start looking for while we're traveling a little bit. Yeah, I'm not looking too hard, but I do want to start looking for, knowing that there are, let's call them native people in the jungle. We've seen the grungs and stuff like that. There might start to be like traps and stuff as we get further into the jungle. So I want to start looking out for that kind of stuff.
Okay. Your choice then. You can either start looking for food, or you can keep a particular eye on the jungle as you move.
I'll personally look on the jungle as we move.
You're specifically looking towards the jungle.
I'll look for food in that case.
Okay, so Wrenn, roll me perception, Fenro, roll me survival, and Bingo, what you doing?
I will also be looking for food. Like meat and shit.
I will assist my brother in finding some actual food that isn't a fruit.
Oh, that one good.
That's about right for given where you are. Okay, Bingo, roll me survival with advantage.
I don't think I can beat fucking based god this though.
So Bingo's looking. Dingo, are you proficient in perception? In survival, sorry?
Oh, no.
Nope. Okay, in that case, you're not able to aid him at this time. Bingo, roll a normal one.
Oh, what? I can't help him.
This guy.
Never mind.
Oh, this guy.
D20. And you hit that 20.
You just found a bountiful feast laid out.
You have found a wild hog that is inexplicably tied up and on a spit roast already.
I finally found a goat.
Okay, so going down the list. So, Wrenn, yeah, you're just generally looking around. I will keep that as a perception check in mind for you as you travel.
Right.
Fenro, as you travel through the jungle, looking just sort of as you travel, off to the side, just about probably 20, 30 feet, just in past the river, into the jungle a bit deeper, you see a particular tree of note to Wrenn specifically. And you find a rather large mango tree.
Says
Dude,
nothing all the way.
Wrenn, come and look. There's a mango. You love these things. Do we actually know they're called mangoes yet? Or do
No.
we know?
You would definitely know they're called mangoes. You've been told
Wrenn,
that in port.
It's your favourite fruit over here. Mangoes. Come and look.
Big lad, we gotta get over there.
Can I shake one of the trees?
It's over the river, isn't it?
Oh.
It's 30 feet in from the jungle from the river, so it's if you're traveling south,
Oh, so it's on the same side of the river.
it's on the same
us.
side as you are, yeah.
Okay, that's fine then.
How far can my mage hand reach?
Like 30 feet.
What's the mango tree look like? Is it like a palm tree? Can I shake it?
30 feet away.
It is 30 feet,
Yeah.
yes.
If you're gonna shake it, I'll hold the canoe like on top of both hands above my head. Can't see where I'm putting it. but I'll
Or do you want
try
me
and
to
hold it
boost?
together.
Or if you want, I can boost you up and I can catch him if you want. I feel like you're a bit more of a climber. Like, would you prefer that? I can try and shake it, but I don't think by the shape of the tree, I don't think I'm going to shake it that much.
You could ask.
Dude, I'm going to boost Wrenn up. I'm going to boost him up.
It's a mango tree, so the fruit isn't going to be that like IRL. Fruit isn't going to be that high off the floor with a mango tree.
Oh, would I be able to pick it if I'm 8.5 foot tall and my reach could probably be like another 3 foot on top of
I'd
that?
say they're not particularly tall trees. They just seem to be fairly heavy with fruit at the moment. Yeah, you could probably just pick them.
I'm just gonna pick him. I'm gonna pass him down to Wrenn, and he can put him in the canoe.
Mate,
How many do we want?
We said 3 was a ration, didn't we, when we were in the town?
Yeah, 3 is what I called a ration for specifically mangoes, assuming you mix them in with other bits.
Oh,
You know what? If you're gonna start picking them out of the tree, roll me a D100.
Oh god, how do we do that? Is it that one? No.
The
That
D10, right-click,
D10.
percentile.
Oh, nailed it. Look at that. 50
Okay.
exactly.
50%, okay.
So we're rounding up from there, right?
Up to 100.
So you start pulling these out of the trees nice and fast. Obviously, it's not too difficult for you to get your hands up there and start just pulling them down. No issues. You get them down into the canoe, and you're a little bit hasty as you do so. So you look
We're
down
not a
behind you, and you
snake.
find there is a lot of particularly nice ripe mangoes that you've seen in the market store, but there are also a lot that are very green or very undersized. Just from what you've pulled out hastily, thinking that they're all pretty solid.
Aw,
And you find probably about a dozen total.
12. Ooh, not bad. That's four. That's 4. Do you want 2 each? Should we mark off 2 rations each, Joe? Or Wrenn?
Does anyone else want any? Oh,
No.
those 2 have both found food, so...
No.
Yeah.
They're looking. They haven't. We don't know if they found anything yet.
Evil in that 20, we found something.
I'm gonna say I'm gonna say you can have half of these. You like these,
Yeah, 100.
so I'll give you. I'm gonna
Oh,
put 2
thanks very
rations on
much.
mine. You're welcome.
Okay,
And
so
we're just
assuming
assuming
you
all this is thrown in with the bananas in the canoe. Like at the moment, the canoe is getting rather full right with just random fruits. It's gonna be
They're
a
all
fruit
getting
cocktail
bruised to
soon.
shit and stuff.
Well, again, I'm assuming that like bits and pieces you find, you sort of stow away here or there with your rations or in your packs.
Yeah.
Or
So
in
yeah,
the
if you 2
canoe.
are having 2 each, gain back 2 rations.
Actually, I'll untick the one that's there, and I'll put my max on 17.
Actually, I'll do the same. Yeah. I'll mark that on 12, and I'll untick one. Yeah. Cool. And then I assume we're just gonna catch up to the others who are slowly. Oh, I
What do you mean
assume
slowly?
Yeah,
We are-
again, that'll slow down, noticing that you sort of... Obviously, you made a fair notion of, oh, look, we found some stuff. So at least Azaka will have slowed down to sort of accommodate you. And assuming the twins haven't stormed off into the jungle on their own. Well, actually, these twins will be looking at the same time, so...
Yeah, we will. For our actual food.
We're wrestling this horde of bison that I found.
Yeah.
Oh, let me
got,
sketch
like-
one.
I've got like 3 in 1 headlock. My mage hand like ripping and throw out another one. We got these. What are you fucking talking about?
So I need... Assuming Wrenn and Fenro are doing this at the same time, you do yours.
Yeah.
Bingo, dingo. Both roll me a percent... Roll me a perception check.
Okay.
Both not one.
I'm not good at perception.
That was a boob on my part. I
Not
accidentally,
my wheelhouse.
right clicked as well. Also not good.
Come on, dude. You're meant to be like the smart one.
Shut the fuck up.
See things.
Okay, I'm going to roll a static DC. Oh, you got real lucky.
Oof.
So, as you're sort of starting to look around, looking for main, like, meat and game and something just a bit more substance to it that you 2 are used to, you hear some rustling in what seems to be a pile of leaves and dead shrubs not too far away.
I'm gonna slowly pull out my javelin and just yeet it into this bush.
You're going to yeet it straight into the bush.
Yep.
Kills innocent bystander.
Okay. Roll me an attack, just into
Dude.
the chat box.
That was a merchant with a load of food on him.
Free food. That hit.
No, it's gonna be the first encounter. It's gonna be like the people that we needed like the warrant for to be in the jungle, and they're just like blindly attacking these guys.
You start throwing javelins
Not
at the flaming.
cannibalism. They're humans. We're half orcs. It's
Nope.
fine.
Unfortunately, that does not hit specifically on this for this reason.
Ow!
Because they had their AC upped on the basis that you couldn't actually see them. It was a blind throw. So you launch this javelin and you see it connect, but nothing seems to have made any noise. As it connects with the center of this shrub and sort of just sticks into what is like the woody part in the middle, you see about a half dozen small rabbit-like creatures jump out of this bush and sprint in different directions. And what you see is this.
The unicorn wabbit.
Pet, we need one.
Dinner.
Me as a person wants one, but my character wants to eat it. Oh no.
Yeah, you've thrown your javelin into the center of this bush and it is stuck in the sort of woody part. And these things are bolting away from the bush. These are running in every direction, so Wrenn and Fenro, you have at least one of these sprint past you guys as you're with the canoe.
Can I shout out, please wait, I want you? And
Upon seeing them start to run out, can I try and throw a dagger at one?
You can. 1 second. I need that. I need that. Let's do it like this. Actually,
Just roll into the chat box.
yeah, roll me one in the chat box. The only reason you didn't hit before is effectively because you were blinded. Oh, unlucky.
Will I have seen it in time to be able to react and like die? I'm gonna try and like, let's say grapple it, but I'm gonna like dive at it to like try and not rugby tackle, but you know what I mean, like catch it.
Just try and grab a hold of one.
Yeah, but can I have I seen it or?
Roll me athletics with disadvantage, just because you're caught off guard a little bit, because this thing has just come bolting past you.
Right, okay. Oh, it messed up.
Actually, athletics or acrobatics, your choice.
I know what I'm doing instead.
Acrobatics. There's fucking +5 he's got.
I can't see what that's landed. It's frozen on mine.
There we go.
That's not great.
Oh,
That is
It-
not great.
That is still
Oh,
12,
you
but
don't.
It is still 12. These things, they're nimble, but they're not unduly nimble. I'd say you dive to the side, seeing this thing sprint past you. You just get a hold of one of its back legs.
okay.
And Dingo, obviously, your dagger, you throw it right where you think it's going to be, and it just jumps to the side and is gone. The only one currently still in the area that's visible is the one currently in Wrenn's hand.
Oh, bitch.
Can I run over to the one in his hand and just pull out a hand axe and just
Hack it to
just start doing non-vegetarian things?
So Wrenn, Bingo
Right,
has
the
started
sprint.
sprinting towards you, pulling a hand axe out.
I'm gonna stand up, holding it by its leg still. So I've got it off the ground at this point, I'd imagine.
Yep, you are currently holding it up. It is still struggling in your hand. It clearly wants to get away.
And I'm gonna know. I kind of wanna. I'm feeling like me and Fenro got a thing going on. So I've seen how he's been looking at the wildlife, and I think I've got the gist that he wants another little friend. So I'm gonna turn around from like to face my back and like bring it into my chest.
Okay, as you move, I'm going to have it roll against you. It definitely doesn't succeed. So it's still currently in your hands. You have turned around, and Bingo, you are now effectively next to Wrenn, but he is turned away from you, specifically seeming to shield the thing.
I'm gonna stand right up behind him and put my hand on his one shoulder and go, I need to eat too.
I'm gonna walk up at this point, and I'm gonna put my hand on Bingo's shoulder. I'm gonna put my hand on Bingo's shoulder, and I'm gonna tell him, "You can eat fruit. The wildlife here is sacred."
I'm gonna put my mage hand on Fenro's shoulder.
Come on, guys, this isn't a fucking conga.
Is now.
Music inexplicably starts playing in the background, seemingly coming from Azaka.
I'm gonna also shout out in Tongue of Beast that we won't harm you.
I'm gonna feel
You see an ear
bad now
prick
if-
on the rabbit, clearly having heard you, but it in no way believes what you were saying and is still rapidly trying to escape.
Yeah, there's 2 fuck-off half-orcs next to it.
Yeah, upon seeing that Wrenn has caught her, I will also start walking over with drawing my knife, ready to, also perform very unvegetarian things upon this small innocent animal.
What in the hell? What in the blue moon do you think you're doing?
Eating.
Eating.
Are my berries not good enough?
By the looks of things, I'm the one who caught it.
Give me the food, little man.
I'm gonna give him a questionable stare, and I'm gonna say, "Did you have your chance to catch one of these?"
Technically, now he's an idiot.
Put my hand out its back, and then go pull out my javelin, put it on my back again. I'm gonna walk it to wherever Azaka is standing. And
She's,
start walking.
having seen you guys she sort of just sat towards the edge of the river. Zandala sort of just peering into the jungle at random points. And she's just sort of stood there, arms crossed. Not unhappy or anything, just sat there sort of watching you as this happens. But yeah, so you're going to start walking back towards her?
I'm gonna hold it back out. I've still got it held by the same leg that I originally caught it by, and I'm just gonna hold it out by that leg and just hold it to Fenro, because personally, if it was up to me, I wouldn't care if it was killed or not, but I figured that he would want it, so...
Okay.
Can I take it from him, and while also saying that we won't harm you again? And I'm gonna take it like a little puppy, like carry it in both
Okay.
arms.
So as you hand it over, it looks directly at you, Fenro. Again, one of its ears twitches, and it dives out of the side of your hand. And is now back on the floor running again.
I'm gonna shout. I was gonna let you go anyway, but we promised. So good luck. Don't die.
Wow, I thought you wanted a pet. What the hell?
Only if he wanted to stay with me. I was gonna ask him and give him the option.
While I walk past Dingo, I'm just gonna go, they will get us killed. Keep walking.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Yamaraj is now completely gone and is out of sight in the underbrush.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn and
And we return.
start walking away.
Wow. We're gonna get the hunters that can't catch something. We're gonna get
I rolled
the
a
hunters that
17
Some
Did you
orcs.
get one?
into a group of rabbits.
No,
Did you get one?
into a bush.
Clearly, your other half wasn't hunter because that sucked.
So what is their AC? Because
It's really low. I effectively just made you blinded.
no, but I had 9. How close was I?
How far away were you? They had cover, so it was still fairly far. Okay, so moving back on, I assume everyone's sort of walking back towards Azaka and making back to travel on.
Yeah, let's carry on.
Okay, so as you begin to move, Azaka will just sort of glance back to the party and just go, I see your first interaction with the normal wildlife has gone well.
Don't you mock me.
For any of those who are particularly interested, they are Al-Mirage. They are what we have heard of other continents, they call like a rabbit.
With a horn.
I mean, rabbit with built-in spit, actually. Wouldn't we just have to skin it and fucking just turn it on the horn? It'd be done.
Pre-done, man.
But yeah, so moving back on, I want everyone to roll me a perception check.
How the fuck can you just fucking catch one?
This is my wheelhouse. Why didn't you catch?
I fucking tried at least. I was like, I'm gonna throw my stick at a fucking bush. Oh, nothing happened.
If it was a
What's
bigger
me?
creature, I'd have nailed it.
Yeah, but it wasn't, was it? Fucking missed.
Dirk just ice knifed, and it just blew up the bush.
I was medicine. I didn't want to roll medicine. It moved.
Why did you roll medicine?
It moved.
It nudges.
That's an even worse roll.
Damn, Dingo.
Wrenn, we're holding it down.
Okay. As you are now moving through the jungle, Fenro, from your sort of vantage as you move through, you see a distinctly squared off edge in the jungle just off to the side. Only sort of 2 or 3 trees back from where you're walking alongside this river.
I will shout it out to the party saying, there's something very peculiar over there. We should go and check it out. It might be useful for us. And I'm going to slowly make my way over.
I'm going to climb off his shoulder.
Oh yeah, I probably would put the canoe down at this time. I'll rest it down gently. But I also would like to use Detect Magic once I get a little bit closer to it.
I'm not following him. I'm staying with the canoe. I'm not going nowhere near none of this magic voodoo shit in the jungle.
I'm not overly interested in what it is. That's not where we're going.
Okay, actually double check to see if you detect anything. Nope, you do not appear to detect anything.
Oh, okay. Can I walk a bit closer and roll investigation and check it out, see what it is? Is it natural? Does it look natural, or is it definitely like a?
It's very distinctly something very square at the side of the jungle that just does not quite look in place.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk up closer to it, and can I check it out? Is it, or do I just, is it just like a blank object, like nothing on it?
So as you walk over, you see what appears to be a small wooden chest covered in a couple of vines. Not heavily dug into the undergrowth by any means, but just sort of sat down behind a tree.
I'm gonna walk. I'm not gonna touch it. I'm not gonna get too close. But if it's underneath a tree, I'm gonna check. Can I check for traps? See if there's any like nooses or ropes in the tree itself or around the chest. Make sure there's nothing gonna catch me. If I
Roll
open
me
it.
investigation.
Let me find investigation. Oh, that's not the best skill.
So
You certainly don't see any traps.
I'm gonna go up and open it.
Is Fenro still within sight of us?
Actually, no. I'm gonna go up and I'm gonna pick. Yeah, I've told everybody. Like,
I know,
I'm
but-
assuming you're
Yeah.
watching.
Again, Azaka would have sort of slowed to, from the brisk pace to sort of like a gentle walk, and he's only probably about 10 feet away from the party.
I'm gonna go and walk and pick up. I'm not gonna open it there and then. I'm gonna pick up and walk back to the majority of the group, or maybe back to Wrenn and the canoe. I'll bring it back there before I open it.
Oh gosh, don't bring it to me.
Yep, so you come back over towards where the bank of the river is, and everyone sort of, at this point, effectively stopped, having seen you pick up this thing and start walking towards them. And yeah, you drop this small chest-like box next to the canoe.
Not seeing any traps on it. I'm just gonna open it wide open. Like I don't think there's anything wrong with it. I'm
If
gonna.
this has anything except for a cloak of protection, you can get the fuck away from me.
I'm just gonna hold up, stop him from doing that real quick, because that's dumb.
How are you gonna stop me?
By saying, "Whoa, don't be a fucking idiot."
I mean, he's rolled a nat 1 on his investigation. He's
Yeah,
not
I think
100%.
it's good.
He's 100% that there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm gonna open it. I've already said I had. I've already said I have.
So you're going to open it?
Yeah.
I can't say.
Okay.
Ben dies.
I am like crouched behind the canoe at this point. I am not trusting whatever he's brought my
Are you like opening it and looking directly in, or are you opening it and sort of taking a step back as you do so?
I'm gonna open it up and look at it. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. All think it's a chest. It might cool stuff in. I'm gonna open it up.
I am ready right now, just in case some shit goes down with this chest. I don't trust it either.
Yeah, I'm opening it wide open.
'Kay.
I'm not leaning right into it, but I'm not like leaning away from it.
Okay, so you swing the lid open,
Yep.
and nothing happens.
Sweet. I look inside of it.
Apart from the arm.
Inside, there are 20 days worth of rations.
What the fuck kind of chest is that?
Yes, the rations.
20 days worth of just standard adventuring rations. They are now in the party sheet.
Sweet. I'm gonna take them all.
He's gone.
Okay, are you just gonna add those to yours?
Yeah, take them off. I'll make
Yeah,
my
I'll just
rations
delete
out
off
of
the inventory.
30. So I'll
Yeah.
add mine to 32. And I'm gonna say, there's just loads of food
Yeah.
in it, guys. I got a tick one. I think I redid that. There you go. Yeah, I was just gonna say.
I'm still
Yeah.
not very trustworthy of those rations. They've been inside a fucking chest in the jungle.
The rations last a long time. They're probably
Yeah.
good.
Who leaves rations in a chest in the jungle? Who would leave them there?
Maybe travelers. It's like a safe spot, like a dropout pot. Like if people get stranded, they know they can leave it there. It might be, like they do it in the Antarctic in real life. Like they have like safe spots where they just like have a little house, some food, some like a little place people can just stop off and rest, rebuild their energy, and then they can go off on a journey. It's the same for this jungle.
But yeah,
This
I agree with
jungle's full of
Dingo.
undead.
I'm leaving Fenro to do whatever he wants with them.
Yeah, I ain't doing that shit.
I've taken the rations out and I've thrown the chest away without even looking, and I'm gonna pick the canoe up and I'm gonna carry on walking.
Okay. I have a note that you have those in your inventory,
Oh,
and we move
so
on.
Great.
As you start walking through the jungle, you see sort of a split, almost like a small split in the river, and Azaka very confidently just starts following down the edge. And as you start moving through the day, you carry on as normal. You follow this little bit of a water stream down as you have been the entire time. And we come probably up to about 7 or 8 o'clock. And I'm going to roll another one. As figured,
Come
yep,
on.
nothing happens. So we now come upon nightfall.
Miss Azaka, and I assume we've all got these maps, haven't we?
There is a single map of Chult that you are working from.
Right, okay. I'm going to show her the map that we've got as the party. And I'm going to go, could you tell us whereabouts on here that we're heading for exactly?
Assuming this is now sort of you coming up towards camp, I will move you to where about... Yeah, you move down a hex, so you're down into there. And Azaka points... There we go. She points roughly to sort of that area and says, it should be roughly around there. This map is incredible.
About 5 days journey for them.
Yes, that should be the rough estimate.
What do you mean there? Incredible. Have you not seen a map of your own country before? Jungle, whatever you call it.
Chult is an incredibly difficult place to try and navigate. This map is far more detailed than any I have seen. Most maps do not go beyond a day's travel of Port Nyanzaru. This is incredible. You should take a special care with this. There are many that would seek to own it for themselves.
I appreciate the advice there, miss. Thank you very much.
Not a problem. And yeah, it comes towards night.
I was going to ask, you're a big lad. Do you mind staying up and doing shift with me this night?
Who, me?
You are the biggest of the lads.
I don't know. We're all quite big lads, not gonna lie. But
Nah,
yeah, sure. I'd love to.
6'4", what are you talking about?
I'd love to. Like, anything planned? build a fort?
Oh, I just thought I'd actually like to get to know you a bit.
Yeah, sure. I'd like to know you as well. I'm also going to produce another 10 gooseberries. I'm just going to tick them off my sheet though.
Yeah.
So that get those down to 0.
So,
Yeah.
yes, you two are going to do a shift tonight. So who's going in Fenro's stead?
You're gonna have to ask someone, boys.
Dingo, not Bingo. Definitely Dingo.
Don't
Dingo. You're doing. Are you going to do a lookout on your own as well?
Why?
Because we're going to be doing ours together tonight, so we need somebody else to cover mine.
Sure.
If we get like Zandala to do a shift.
Yeah, it would
with
effectively be
Dingo,
Zandala would be last, and if
if we
Dingo
get-
is happy with swapping, he will go second
I'd
instead.
put Zandala with Bingo, and then Azaka by herself.
Yeah, I agree.
If Bingo's alright with that,
Yeah.
it's just gonna ignore her the whole night.
Yeah.
So we've got Wrenn, Fenro coming up first. We've got Dingo, then Bingo and Azaka, and then Zandala at the end.
Sure, we'll do that.
There's the rogue, the druid, then the sorcerer, then the barbarian and fighter. I'm going to assume she's a fighter. Then the other caster. Nothing can go wrong. If I get jumped, I'm dead. By the way.
Yeah, they'll just take Dingo in the middle of the night. We won't even notice.
Wake up. Oh, is someone short?
Dingo,
right now?
where's your brother gone?
I would like a raid.
He's like, brother, what brother? Roll history. Do you remember,
Do you remember your brother?
Maybe.
There was definitely
Possibly.
someone I called brother once. I couldn't remember who.
Might have been a step brother.
Or sister? Not really sure.
Okay, but yes, so we come to this. You start sort of making up your camp
I
and
will
go about
up
your usual
the
duties.
bonfire again. I'll click it into place and then click it away when the logs are lit in the middle.
Yep, so you've got the usual sort of just normal-sized campfire in the center. And assuming that's all good to go, we come to first watch.
I'm gonna be stoking the fire. Here, big lad. So, have you got a family?
Yes, I do. It's been a while since I've seen him though.
It's been the same for me. I haven't been too long without my family in my life, but yeah, it's the first long journey I've taken away from him.
Yeah. It's been a while. I'm not sure what my family doing nowadays. They're probably still traveling with the rest of the clan, but other than that, just living a normal Furbolg life, I suppose.
So, why would a giant split off from his clan?
I've always been fascinated with animals and nature, as you probably saw earlier.
Aye.
I left at a relatively young age. I wanted to explore and actually find some of the more rarer beasts in the world. Like, I've seen the basic wildlife around these types of areas. But yes, like mystical beasts, stuff like that. And I like to draw them, and I'm gonna pick out my bestiary, and I'm gonna show him a couple of my sketches that I've done.
So when he mentions about about how he's fascinated with nature and stuff, I'm gonna look kind of guiltily and scratch my hair and be on the fact that like I thought I was doing a good thing trying to give him a pet, but clearly it didn't go as I planned.
I mean, you just robbed us of our dinner, and
You didn't catch
Son
your
of a
fucking dinner, all right?
Shut up, you two. You're asleep.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn to him and say, I appreciate you saving that rabbit earlier. The two half orcs we're with, they're a bit brutal sometimes. They don't admire nature like us two.
Well, to tell you the truth, big lad, I personally couldn't give two fucks what happened to it. I just thought it was something you'd have liked, so I thought I'd catch it for you.
I'd like dinner, but I don't give a fuck about that.
You're asleep.
You can catch your own dinner, alright? Mr. Hunter.
Hey, I'm a fucking sorcerer.
You're a half orc.
And? What's your fucking point? The barbarian
Shut up,
wanderer
sleepy
can
boy.
eat a fucking rabbit.
You may have not had any intentions at the time of catching the rabbit, but in the end, the rabbit lives, and it's better off than if it was given to Bingo. So you may, in the end, you did that rabbit a good favor, and it will repay you eventually, and I will try to make that happen.
Oh, well, I always try to do my best. You little fucker. So, where is this land of giants then that you come from?
Oh, it's far away. We don't actually settle in one place for too long. We actually migrate quite a lot. We don't have a specific place to settle down. We might be there for a few months, but we always keep on moving, going where nature takes us.
I look at him like super confused. This concept is just like foreign to me. I say nothing. It's just like one eyebrow really raised, and I'm just like, what?
See, we Furbolgs have a specific code we like to follow, and the tribe always comes first. If our tribe settles down, it grows complacent, and it loses its strength, if you will. So we try to keep moving, and I'm gonna slowly just show like a bit of my chest, and then you can see a bit of my code that I've tattooed onto myself.
So you're all the same. Your family or clan or whatever. You're all the same.
In what sense?
You said all Furbolgs.
We all try to follow the same deeds and help our clan. In a sense, yeah, we all enjoy nature. We all do our little bit for the world. But we do
Huh.
have our own different personalities. There are some of us which might betray the clan, and they are usually dealt with in a strict and sad manner.
So that's a bit strange that you're all the same. Yeah, that's definitely a bit odd. I've never heard of that.
There's lots of things you learn, especially when you're out in the wild.
And other than that, unless you've got any other questions, if you've got any questions you want to ask me, Fenro, but
I can be like, yeah. What about yourself? Where do you come from? Got a hell of an accent on you.
well, and then I look off into the river and I scratch my hair and I just shake and say, I'm sorry, but mother and father, they wouldn't be too happy if I told a stranger something like that.
Understandable. We just met. I don't mean any harm.
I'm sorry. It's nothing against you. Just we live a private life. And yeah, with that, I'm happy to roll perception or do whatever for the night.
Yep, so you can either both roll a perception check, or one can roll with advantage.
What do you want to do?
Roll each, one each.
Yeah, just roll one each.
Double that one incoming.
Oh, it's good.
Mate, at least he's got me covered.
19 and an 8.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, so Wrenn, you don't really see too much. Fenro, you do see some slight movement out the corner of your eye, but by the time you turn your head to see what's there, it is absolutely nothing. You just see some branches moving, what seem like with the wind.
It's already killed Bingo and dragged him off by then.
So yeah, your watch passes, and next we have Dingo.
You do.
Good night, Dingo. Have a good watch.
I'm gonna talk to no one because I'm by myself, and I'm gonna roll my perception check.
Yep.
You just stand there.
You talk
let
about,
the
dude. You could talk to your brother and go, "You're a fucking idiot."
Do it anyway. That's just
Just
my
that
natural
while I'm
state of
awake,
being.
it'll wake me up to do it.
I'm just there with a dagger over his head, like, I'll fucking do it.
Just fucking do it.
I like to think that when he's doing that, Bingo's eyes are wide open. His face is turned, but his eyes are wide open, just
that
freaking out.
I'm clutching a hand axe, going, "I'll do it. I'll do it."
Because that's what his watch is. Just there over me, just fucking. Anyway, yeah. Do I see what's happening out there?
So, unknown to you, but in definitely the same place as what Fenro saw, you see very quiet and exaggerated movement from a tiny black figure with a bright white mask. This figure is only probably the size of a Coke tin tall, and is effectively what looks like a tiny black human. Just jet black, wavy and ragged looking hair, and a tiny white mask, exaggeratedly tiptoeing towards what I assume is Fenro's tent/sleeping area.
Right. Can I grab it with my mage hand?
Do you summon up your mage hand?
I mean, it's just I can do it.
Yep, so you summon up your mage hand, and the moment the magic springs into life, the figure stands dead still, and its head slowly turns towards you. And you see a finger just come up to where its lips would be, on the outside of the mask, and make sort of a shush motion, and it goes to move for another step.
Right. At this point, I'm just gonna, just kind of nudge Bingo, wake him up. With enthusiasm, I'm gonna nudge Bingo to wake him the fuck up.
Just cut his hand.
I'm gonna point out the small figure over there and say it's heading towards the druid. It noticed me when I tried to cast magic, but it hasn't been aggressive so far.
Hey, you don't know I'm a druid.
Fucking guessing by how you're acting.
I'm gonna sit up. I'm gonna, not pull out my weapons, but I'm gonna,
Charge
have
you with
my
the
hand. I'm gonna have my hand on the weapon.
And you're both just watching it as it's slowly creeping. Again, this is really exaggerated style. Long step forward, look around. Next foot, long step forward, look around.
At this point, I'm just kind of there. I'm ready. If I need to attack it, I will. But so far, it hasn't done anything aggressive towards me. Fenro's kind of addicted to taking all the directions for himself, so see what happens.
I'm gonna turn to Dingo and just say, "You call it,"
Okay.
and I'll keep my eyes on it.
Can I roll Arcana against it? See what it is.
You would not have ever seen something like this in your past.
Can I do it anyway? Just
You could
go.
roll an Arcana, and we can just have you roll an Arcana.
Yay!
You're going to automatically fail it, but
Whoa, I hit 22.
I'm 22 though.
you are not familiar with any of the creatures of Jolt. This could be something native, this could be something magical, it could be a construct. You are unsure, but there's definitely an aura of magic about this creature.
Mm-hmm.
So, assuming that no one does any sudden movements or goes to stop it, it slowly and quietly, almost imperceptibly quietly, sneaks up next to Fenro, takes one of its tiny hands and just places it on Fenro's hand. There is a very soft white light.
And he's TP'd out there.
It takes its hand off, and it goes to walk to behind the nearest tree, which is only about 5 feet away.
Do I notice at this point that something's just touched my
Nope.
hand while I was
You
asleep?
have absolutely no idea any of this is happening.
Right, I'm gonna, with Bingo backing me up, I'm gonna, go around the tree, not to go at it, just to see what it's doing.
So obviously, as you start walking towards it, it sneaks up behind the tree in the same Looney Tunes manner it has been walking. And as you come around the tree, it is gone.
Okay. That was fucking weird.
I'm gonna look at Dingo and go, "Fuck was that?"
I haven't got a fucking clue. So at that point, I'm just going to tell Bingo to go back to sleep. And then I'll wake the druid up.
Oh, while I'm awake, I'm gonna pull out my hunting trap. Put it down, like, near this tree.
At the foot, at the foot of his bedroll. So when he gets up, put his shit.
I'm assuming it's, like, at least 20 feet away from me, but I know where it is, so I don't care.
It's gonna put right next to Fenro.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna wake Fenro up.
Oh, what's happening? What's happened?
Do you feel any different right now?
Do I feel any different, God?
Nope, you are as you always have been. You are just a little bit sleepy on account of being just woken up.
And I'm gonna,
No, I'm fine.
I'm then just gonna recant what just happened with the little thing touching his hand. Very exaggerated movements that I didn't have a fucking clue what it was, and I couldn't even tell if it was magical or not. And then there's a little light in it, like he disappeared, all that shit, everything. Just tell him all. See if he knows what the fuck just happened.
Yeah, I doubt I'll know. If Dale was to, if Dingo was to describe him, I doubt I'd know, would I?
Little
Or...
black humanoid with raggedy hair and a white mask.
Yeah, you have also, like, none of you guys will have ever seen these creatures before.
I'll be like, it's a mystery. As long as I'm not dead, it's a win. I'm gonna go back to sleep.
Right, now I just say, we'll ask Zach in the morning.
Okay. The rest of you, assuming you will sort of go back to sleep, and Dingo, you carry on with your watch.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing else seems to happen over the course.
Right. That was fucking weird. Anyway, I'm gonna sleep. He didn't touch my hand, so it fucking shushed me, though, the little bitch.
I was asleep the whole time, just. Me, 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 me. Me, 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 me.
All right. Was it Bingo? It's Bingo's and.
So Dingo, you go to start resting and sort of wake Bingo up this time, saying that it's his actual watch.
Yeah, this time I kind of kick in the balls, make sure he is awake, so he doesn't, fall asleep again.
Ah! I'd like to raid.
But yeah, so Bingo, you are awake.
Also,
Zaka has seemingly woken up, knowing the sort of general timings, and
Zandala.
Zandala, is sat there waiting for you.
before I sleep, I'm gonna put my hand on Bingo's shoulder, bring him in close, and say, "If you fuck up again, it's not gonna end well for you."
To his own brother.
Yeah. I'll try.
More than fucking try.
That one's.
I'm gonna be extra fucking careful. I'm gonna be like doing laps, careful to avoid where I put the hunting trap down. I'm gonna be like practically like glued my eyes open. I'm gonna be fucking.
Okay.
Not playing with my longsword.
No.
So it's up to you. Either Zandala will assist you, or you can roll one each.
I feel like we should roll one each.
One each.
I don't trust myself.
How
Ooh,
perfectly average of you, Zandala.
Maybe I do. That's a solid roll.
So yeah, you are sat down on your watch with Zandala. She's not really
I'm
one for
gonna
making
walk up to
conversation. Oh, you gotta walk up to her? Okay.
I'm gonna walk up. Just gonna point at the little dragon thing.
Can I eat it?
How big does that grow? Because I'm kind of worried about the little dragon thing.
Oh, Summerwise. He's fully grown. Pseudo dragons don't get any bigger than this.
Can it breathe fire or anything?
No, he's a bright little boy, but he's nothing quite like the bigger cousins that you might have heard of.
Or like dragonborns.
Dear God, dragons.
Other than that, that's the extent of Bingo's charismatic actions for the evening. And then
I figured as much. It is you were talking about.
There's an awkward high five, then goes to sleep.
leave her on the watch.
Yep. So your watch passes and nothing of interest happens.
Woohoo! Come on, Zaka, bring it home, baby.
That one's an army of little miniature Coke can sized people. Just attack Fenro. Just Fenro.
It's like the borrowers.
You just pick him up and carry him away just into the fucking shrubbery.
Yeah, so it comes to morning, and we are back to yourselves.
Alright, I'm gonna eat some rations.
I'm gonna go pick up my hunting trap.
Didn't you make berries, Ben? That was one of the things you said.
Yeah, actually, I can hand them out if you want. Actually, I'm gonna have a berry. Actually, no, I'm gonna carry
I mean,
on
you can
eating
choose to hand them out. My point was that you have them, so.
Yeah, I'll rather keep them for healing if we need to keep them.
Fair enough.
I'll hand them out when I feel necessary. But bear in mind, if you guys have got any berries left over, they're probably useless by now.
No.
Right,
All the ones were gone from yesterday.
Okay, sweet.
So what happens when they go bad?
They just don't become effective. Like, you eat them, they don't heal, they don't anything. They're not nutritious.
Yeah, they are just a plain, unsatisfying berry.
Anyway, can I now ask Azako about the little creature I saw last night?
Okay.
Just gonna, again, just tell her what happened. The little miniature guy with a white mask and real raggedy hair. Weird movements. Went up to Fenro. Ask her if she knew anything about it being from these lands.
Azaka turns and goes, a small, dark figure with a... Oh, yes. They are the Schwinger.
Thank you for speaking English, Emmy.
They are a tiny inhabitant of these lands. They are nothing to worry about. They will never unduly lead you into harm.
It touched Fenro's hand and a white light appeared. What's all that about?
I'm special.
Shut up, Fenro.
I could not say. They have bestowed gifts in the past to certain people, but that takes an act of some description to warrant.
Is
I saved
picking
the
man-
bunny.
They simply
I
have gone
saved
to
the
inspect
bunny.
him.
I've got a gift.
Is picking mangoes a worthy task?
I would not assume so.
Well, is losing our dinner also a worthy task?
I would also assume not so.
Right then. Keep a lookout in the future.
Yeah, she seems very casual about them. They are something that people have heard of for generations, but not many people ever see or interact with.
It's because they're really fucking quiet.
Yeah, they are very sneaky boys.
Yeah, I saw one with my great perception skills.
Same.
You had
And
a decent
Bingo-
perception.
The Bingo got woken up because I wasn't sure what the fuck.
Yeah, it was directly pointed out to Bingo, so...
What the fuck is that? Oh,
But I'm gonna believe I saw one of my own.
of my own volition.
Anyway, I'm good to go. We can keep heading down from the end of the jungle.
Yep, so everyone ready to travel?
Yeah.
Indeed, yeah. I'm going to wait for Azaka to take a lead, and
So she resumes the head of the party.
I'm gonna again actually ask Fenro if he's feeling any different to last night. Is all.
God, do I feel any different from last night?
Nothing of interest has changed. You are now slightly more refreshed because you have woken up instead of being woken.
Yeah, I feel really good at the moment. I've got a clean conscience and a clean
Was your
mind.
skin always bright red? Just curious.
No, only my chest. On this day, I'm gonna keep a lookout for different animals stuff instead of berries.
I'm gonna do the same, but with the intent of eating them.
Same.
If I find something out, I'm gonna keep it quiet.
If anyone says, "Oh, look at that little book," it's dead.
So yeah, you start moving. If you are doing that, again, Fenro, roll me survival just to see if you can see anything just to study as you walk through.
Nah.
So you see, looking now, knowing what you're looking for, you see a couple more little Almirage hidden here or there, sort of darting between bushes and trees very quietly.
Can I? I can't draw it because I'm obviously carrying the canoe filled with fruit and maybe Wrenn's in it. But can I just try and remember some of their details? Like remember
They
their
hold.
size.
Yeah, you've seen them now. You've got a decent
Yeah,
look. So, assuming this evening, part of your rest, you'll probably just sit down or whenever you stop, take a note and just
sketch from memory. Yeah.
If you want me to
That's it.
catch one at curve, or you could sketch it then.
I'd rather keep them alive. I appreciate you thinking about me though.
How will you learn its anatomy if you don't see its inside?
Exactly.
I only need to draw its outsides, and that requires them.
Yeah,
That means they can stay alive. Yeah, and anyway, you guys don't know this unless you roll high. I've noticed them, but you guys haven't. And I'm
Yeah,
just
I
gonna
assume
carry
you're
on.
not telling this.
Yeah,
like,
I'm not
look
telling
over
you.
there.
I'm gonna look more rabbits. Oh shit.
So yeah, Bingo, you are looking again specifically for sort of game, aren't you?
Yeah, so's Dingo. We're
Mhm.
fucking hungry.
Okay, are you going to both roll, or are you going to try and... Actually, no, you can't
I can't.
assist Dingo. Bingo, do you have a survival? Bingo could assist Dingo, or you could both roll one.
I'll just roll one and Bingo can roll one as well.
Yeah,
So both roll me a survival.
it's not good.
That's
Yeah.
not
Big
good.
oof on both parts.
Fucker. We're really hungry. We're still vision fading.
There's plenty of fruit, and you've got rations.
It's not those tasty rabbits we saw yesterday.
You've eaten rations every day.
It's
So
not
yeah,
the
you're
same.
walking through, you see some tiny lizards scuttling along the floor and like, across branches, but nothing that you would see is appetizing. There's not enough meat on them. There's more bone and skin than anything else, so you
I'll
just sort of...
fucking eat bones. I don't know what you're talking about.
I'll give it a fucking go.
You're talking to
we
the
can
half
just
orcs.
skewer them and fucking eat the lot. What are you talking about? Eat the stick as well.
Yeah, they sort of scamper around and away, and nothing much happens to them. So they've been walking for a good portion now. And you come to what is a definitive end to this river.
That's pretty far away, guys. We
Yeah,
did
that's
a
a
fucking
few
great
weeks
job,
away.
guys. Look at us go.
Big progress today.
At which point, Azaka stops and starts looking up and down around trees, along the riverbed itself, just sort of getting a general idea of the landscape. And solemnly turns and goes, "We may have taken a wrong turn a short while ago."
How short a while ago?
3 days.
With a sort of ginger look on her face, she sort of turns around and goes, "I believe that split in the river was not what I had envisaged. We have been following a tributary for the last day. Which means that in actuality, you are not where you think you are there. You are, in fact, here."
Oh shit.
We're in the cursed area.
Well, let's backtrack then. I'll take the lead. I remember it perfectly.
Do we need to backtrack? Surely we can just cut across.
I take it like this is what. Oh, is it only 12 at the moment? We've got plenty of daylight to actually start backtracking.
Yeah. She rolled really well on a wisdom check
I would
as she
say
was going, so she worked this out pretty quick in the day. So you've still got probably about 10 hours of Sunday. So you've got a good amount of time left.
I'd say we backtrack rather than risk getting lost in the forest. Go back the path we know.
How thick is the river?
The tributary,
The two seas.
it's about, well, it started off about as wide as it was before. It's become a little bit narrower now, but it seems to just disappear into sort of an underground area.
Because I was gonna say, is it flowing towards the other river? And would there be a possibility of us riding the canoe back towards the split?
If you really wanted to try, you definitely could. This water seems fairly calm, but as you've been walking down past the main river, you've seen that every so many miles there seems to be sort of a hit of rapids or some particularly roggy crags, which would be
Okay.
a problem for most canoes. But this stretch of tributary you've been following seems to be fairly calm.
There's a call on Bingo's half.
Yeah, Azaka will point out that from where you are, you could very easily just cut back forward and down the next day and be squarely back on track for where you were. Or you could try and backtrack a day and then follow the river again. It's entirely up to yourselves.
I say we just cut across.
If she's confident, we'll cut across.
I mean, I know. I can read maps. I think I can help.
Well, very much. You did specifically point out to Wrenn yesterday the general area you're going to.
Yeah.
So if anyone that asks her, she will point out the general direction of where you're headed. And when you get close to there, she will start recognizing more and more terrain. So if you wanted to try and take the lead on guiding your way through, you could absolutely do that, and she would not resent you in any way for it. But if you want, she can continue to lead the way.
I'll let her lead the way. I'll let her carry on leading the way. She's realised that she's gone wrong, so she's still pretty good. Yeah, I'm gonna say we cut across then.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I trust. I'm looking at Bingo. He seems pretty confident in his decision, so I'm gonna trust his instincts.
I'm only good in forest that I know.
I'm trusting Bingo for once in this entire journey we've had so far.
Yeah,
He's
but I trust
letting me down
that
with
you'd
that.
be able to get us back at worst. So it's your call.
Okay, so it's up to you. Do you want to try and move at a quick pace now to try and catch ahead of it again?
Yeah,
Or do you want to
let's do it.
continue moving at a normal pace and you're just about moving to the next hex by the time the day ends?
We could do it fast paced.
Yeah, we could speed up. Wren's not exactly walking, is he?
What are you talking about? I'm fucking going to town playing the bongos on the little bit of the canoe.
Roll performance.
Oh, can I?
I'll allow it.
If you're bongoing on the canoe, roll me performance.
I'll see if
Is
I
it
like
annoying
or
as fuck, or do I kill it? It's like
It's reasonable. You've got a bit of a tune going, but there's nothing
I fuck
particularly
it up every now
noteworthy
and
about
then.
it.
Do I like it? I'm not so keen on it. I don't think.
But yeah, so you continue walking, and if you want to walk at a fast pace, we may be able to get you back on actual track.
We shall walk on fast pace.
Is there any chance that we fuck up worse if we go at fast pace? I guess there is, if we're going in the wrong direction the whole time.
Effectively what it is you roll survival to check how well you navigate. The faster you move, the harder it is to navigate, and the slower you move, the easier it is to navigate.
Right, okay. So the DC gets harder.
The DC will get slightly harder.
Right, sick. Let's go.
Okay, so are you moving fast, normal, or slow?
I think we've all said fast.
Fast?
Yeah,
I think
fast.
normal, personally. But
You've got a normal and too fast? What's the decider?
I will side with my brother.
So it's up
Awesome.
to you, DM.
I'm going to roll a D100. High, you go fast. Low, you go normal. That's very low, so you're going at normal pace.
Okay.
That will be Zundala's weigh in on this. Azaka, again, does not mind too much what you do. But Zundala will suggest that perhaps just to get back on track, you stick to a normal pace and just get back to where you probably should be. So, yeah. You carry on. I want everyone to roll me a perception check.
Ooh.
Can I roll performance instead?
Can you roll anything that isn't an 18 on perception?
that's 7. What fucking what, guy?
Dingo on 21. Okay.
I mean, we all roll pretty good there.
Bingo.
I mean, that's a solid set of rolls
Pretty
across the
high.
board.
Fuck you, Bingo. Fucking low rolling that shit.
I know. How are 16s the lowest ever?
So, Dingo, as you walk through this jungle, you notice a familiar sized statue
Nope.
sitting in a small clearing this time.
Mm-hmm.
It is almost exactly the same as what you saw before, except this one has absolutely no moss growing over it at all, and seems to be adorned with wreaths of flowers.
Right. I'm gonna put it out to Wrenn and Fenro.
I am climbing off Fenro, and I'm hiding behind him.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll. Well, since I've already seen what they can do, and roll Arcana to see if this one's similar to it. So if I detect magic coming from this one as well.
I'm going to use Detect Magic on it.
No, roll Arcana. I haven't got Detect Magic.
Okay, you're going to roll Arcana? Roll Arcana. We'll see if you get any tinglings.
Little tingle.
My
Little
dingo
tingle.
senses a tingle.
So your dingo senses absolutely nothing. It is what appears to be to you from this distance a standard stone statue.
I'm just gonna say to them that I can't feel any magic coming from this one. But can I touch it with my mage hand, see if it triggers it or not?
It's probably about 60 feet in because, again, this is in a bit of a clearing, so you have to wade through a few bits of tree and get to the clearing. But yeah, if you get a bit closer, you can certainly try.
In that case, no, I can't be asked.
Can I pick up a rock and throw it at it?
I'm just gonna assume it's the same as the last one, and we shouldn't fuck with it.
Okay, you gonna throw a rock at it? You hurl this rock
Wait
you
a
find
minute.
on the floor
Wait,
directly at the statue.
wait a minute.
Okay.
Would I actually do that? No, I wouldn't. No, I wouldn't. I wouldn't do that.
Can I?
No, Liam wants to. Bingo wouldn't. I'm sorry. I take it back.
Okay.
Can I, knowing that how the last one attacked me, can I roll? Can I use detect magic and see if I notice anything about it?
Yep.
I don't think that's going to change anything.
It's a free use. I want to try it though.
You use detect magic. What's the range on detect magic?
30. I'll go within just within.
Yeah,
30
assuming you
feet.
get a little bit closer. You use detect magic and you find nothing. You also notice this statue seems to be just slightly paler than the other one was. Still fairly dark stone, but not anywhere near as dark as the other was.
I'm gonna walk up to it.
While he's
Okay.
walking up, is there any chance I can, like, have a look? Because it's in a clearing, isn't it?
This is in the center of a small clearing.
I'd like to have a look around the clearing to see if there's, like, any traps, because it at the moment we've been in, like, not the densest of jungle, but this is the first real
This is the
clearing.
first proper jungle you've encountered, assuming you're cutting back through.
Yeah, so
It's the
this
first
is
time we've not walked next to a river, effectively, since you've been in Chult.
So this is probably the first, like, clearing. I'm a bit uneasy about it. I'd like to check for traps, or at least see if I see anything looking out of the jungle into, like, watch him, what he's doing.
Okay, assuming you do sort of a loop of the area, roll me a perception check.
That's alright.
That's right, yeah. You look around and there's nothing you can notice in the jungles. It seems to be the usual sort of jungle sounds are about. You could see some distant clouds in the sky, but there does not appear to be any sort of traps, triggers, or other unsavory finds.
I'm gonna lag behind, probably about 20 foot, but I'm gonna, like, slowly try and, like, keep up with him.
Yeah. While I'm approaching, like, I will get right up close to it, like within touch. But I'm not gonna touch it, and I'm just gonna have a look around it. Is there anything, like any holes or anything near it, or any inscriptions or anything at all that I might notice on just like the surface without actually having to touch or move anything?
Okay, so you're getting how close to it now? About, say, 5-10 feet?
Yeah, I'll be within a tile of it. I won't touch it,
Yep.
but I would be.
So getting up
touchable.
close to it, you get a nice proper look at it now. It is an identical statue to the one you saw before.
Yeah.
Only again made of a slightly lighter stone. It is adorned with wreaths of flowers and small baskets with now clearly gone off fruits and vegetables. And nestled in towards the bottom of the statue, you can see a small glint under a couple of flowers.
Can I reach down and just clear out the flowers, just so not actually touch the thing that glints, but just move things aside to see, get a better look at it.
Yeah. You might just usher a couple bits out of the way of it, and you see a small iron disc with carvings on it.
Do I know anything? What carvings? Like, are they in language I don't know? Like, are they common or?
How closely do you look at it?
At this point, I reckon I'm gonna pick it up.
Gonna pick it up and have a look?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick it up gently. I'm not gonna like whip it away. I'm just gonna gently, just casually pick it up. Yeah.
I'm gonna stop dead as I see him pick something up. I'm stood like 20 foot behind him, and I'm like very cautious.
I'm thinking Ben to pick something up. I'm gonna, walk within, 30 feet. So I'm like within range to do stuff if shit does go down, because I'm intrigued about this statue now. It hasn't attacked them yet.
I'm gonna be like 5 feet behind Dingo.
Okay, so Dingo, you are on the right at the edge of the clearing, as is Azaka and Zondala. And Bingo, you are just slightly sort of not behind the tree, sort of just stood next to them in the very outer edge of this ring. Yeah, you pick up this small iron token, and it seems to have a depiction carved into the front that looks like a Stegosaurus. And into the back, there is a few carved words.
Do I know these words?
Roll me perception. Actually, no, roll me investigation.
Investigation. If I can't be in perception.
12. So a few of the words and the letters are fairly faded, faded out. They seem to have been either moved around a lot in like a purse or a coin pouch, or just generally moved around out here. But yeah, what you effectively see is that.
That's not like a source.
That's not a Stegosaurus at all.
It's a Triceratops, I know. But yours has a very slight Stegosaurus on it instead.
Oh, I feel robbed.
That is just an example token I could find.
Wrenn being the closest person, I'm gonna stand back up because I assume I knelt down for this. I'm just gonna walk back and show it to her. I'm not gonna give it to her. I'm just gonna show it out and say, "Do you look at this? Do you know what this is?"
How large in size is it? Is it? It's much.
It's
bigger
like a
than
small
coin.
medallion. It's something you could wear from a
Okay.
necklace.
Oh,
I don't think I've seen anything like it. Maybe it looks like maybe a piece of jewelry, but I'm going Welsh. I am. Yeah,
When we panic or scared, it goes Welsh.
I do. Yeah.
Wrenn, I assume you also look at the writing on the back?
Yeah, I'll look at the writing. Sure.
It is just as faded as when Fenro saw it, but you can both, now looking at it, make out this.
T on a I.
The underlines are effectively spaces.
Te ona e. Te ona I. Ten ona I. So this space. So it's clear.
So it is clearly two words. Where the lines are spaces in those words. Where letters have been rubbed so that they can't be seen.
Yeah. Is there any writing on the other side of it, like there is in this image, like on the Stegosaurus?
This writing is on the reverse of that engraving.
Right. Okay.
And there appears to be no other markings on there other than the image of a Stegosaurus, not Triceratops.
Oh, dude.
And those words clearly carved into the back, but again, they have been rubbed or worn over time to be just what you can see there.
Can I have a look a bit more closely at the statue and see if there's any writing on the statue itself?
Roll me investigation.
No.
A thorough inspection of the statue does not reveal anything of any particular note. This one does also not have the image of a maze on the front.
Right. Okay.
You said there's like flowers and stuff on the statue or by the statue, isn't there?
Yep, it is effectively encircled with small wreaths, flowers in general, now gone off fruits and vegetables.
I'm gonna put a couple bananas. I'm gonna put two of it. I'm gonna put 2 bananas, 2 mangoes, and 2 of my good berries as a donation to the statue. I'll mark those off. I'll take them out. I'll say that'll be 1 ration. Would that be fair? And then the 2 good berries. If I put 2 of each.
Yep, you place them down. And nothing of other note ever happens. And you now are... Well, Wrenn at this point is now holding this token.
I didn't give it to him. I just held it out so he could.
Oh, you just held it out to him. Okay, so you've
Yeah.
still got this token on you?
Yeah. I will go show it to Sandala though. She seemed... Azaka, sorry. Or both of them. Probably Azaka first though.
Ignore the mage. I mean, ignore the sorcerer. They might know about it. But sure.
You come over and inquire about it.
Also, yeah. Can I come over and have a look at it?
So it's clear that something's been rubbed out of it. That it's not just spaced out letters.
No, it clearly looks like 2 words, and where there would be more letters, it seems to have been rubbed
Right.
either
okay.
from where or purposefully, you could not say.
Yeah, I'm gonna show it to Zaka, and if Dingo wants to come and have a look, he can also. But
I would like to have a look at what you found. What
yeah,
was
yeah.
so
I'll
particular?
show it to both of them at the same time. We can all huddle around.
Okay, Dingo, you see as much as anyone else does, and Azaka looks to it and just simply says, "It just seems like a trinket someone may have lost in the jungle. I do not know anything that it could really be.
Does this count as a piece of lore?
A piece of lore?
Hmm.
No.
Damn it! By
So
chance.
you know where to find out where it's from.
Yeah, basically I could say, oh, that probably comes from.
Yeah. For now, I'm just gonna put it in my backpack until I find a nice piece of string, and then I'm gonna wear it.
Okay.
I would have suggested investigating it over like a rest or something, because it can't,
Yeah, but I can do that next rest as well.
let us continue
I'm just
on.
going to make a note real quick.
Are you gonna put in the party sheet or?
We're gonna go back
Nope,
out.
I'll make a note my end to know that you have it, and that will be all that is for just now. As you go to place the berries and the rations down around the statue, you see, not seen to you before, as you go to lay these down, there is a couple of small gold coins on the floor. And there is, in fact, 3 gold.
Oh, I'm gonna take all of that.
Oh,
Yep, add 3 gold to your sheet.
I'm not gonna tell anyone though.
because you're a bad person, Fenro.
Have we watched him pick these up?
At the moment, you could just see him messing around. He's clearly putting food on the floor. You could not say what he's doing other than that.
Alright.
I mean, if we're now cursed, I'm just gonna, lord it over you.
You treasure of Isla de Muerta.
That's fair.
I was going to say, Zach, is this your Pirates of the Caribbean?
No, that comes later.
One of the 9 pieces.
But yeah, add 3 gold to your inventory, and that is all that you can find at the precise moment.
Yeah,
Sweet.
anyway, we're gonna head back out the way we came in with, Bingo leading back to where we came from on our path out the clearing, so we head back where we're going.
Yep, so you continue for the rest of the day unhampered. You move down to the more appropriate square now, so you are back onto path.
Sick nasty.
Are we near the river again or not?
Yep, you are now back towards the banks of the river. You are clearly on the river you should have been. And you are back on the trail.
Mm-hmm.
We
gonna
did
roll
it.
one final.
All's well that ends well.
Nothing there. Yep, so the rest of the day passes without incident, and it comes to 10 o'clock. And the sun begins to set.
Right, basic routine. I'm gonna click the campfire into place, and everybody will build stuff and do stuff around it.
Yep, anything you want to set up, just let me know.
Hunting trap going down.
Does it look like it might rain tonight or not?
There are clouds about, and they seem to move pretty quickly just in this area in general, so you could not say for definite
Okay.
whether it will rain or not.
Just because I can, I'm gonna set up my rain catcher.
Mhm.
Just on the off chance there's a splash in the rain.
We're quite a bit further down the river now. Getting towards it, does the water look any cleaner?
Nope, the river looks almost exactly as it was before you. You
Right,
can see bits
okay.
and pieces floating around in it. It's not particularly clear. There are spots where you can see more down towards the riverbed, but for the most part, it's fairly murky.
Okay.
Near you at the moment, there is what seems to be a bit of a rapids.
Right, yeah.
It's not overly loud to the point where it's deafening, but you can hear a rumble just in the distance as you set up camp.
Oh, that's the roller coaster.
But is it going upwards or outwards?
Exactly. Who knows?
Which way do the roller coasters flow? To or from the ocean?
They go up Dale, I believe. God.
Roller coasters face Mecca, Dale. Everyone knows that.
Oh my god.
I'm going to tell everyone where I put my hunting trap, by the way. I've kind of put some dirt
I
over
put it under Fenro's pillow. Just so you know.
Told everyone except Fenro. No, I've told him.
I'll go back to doing my watch on my own tonight, unless somebody
Wow.
wants to talk to me. Oh,
I feel lonely. No, I'm not. I'll do the first one again.
We'll resort back to our previous regime.
Yeah.
Yep, moving back to as standard. So, we come. Everyone's set up sort of like sleeping arrangements and tents. That's a point, actually. Your sleeping arrangements in general, are you just sort of sleeping on bedrolls, or do you have like impromptu tents made out of like small bits of cloth, or what are we going for?
I assumed I've put like the kayak on 2 logs, and then my head's sort of underneath the kayak, just so I've got a bit of cover from my head's got a bit of cover from underneath the kayak.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm just using my backpack as kind of like a pillar. Other than that,
I got my
not
bedroll.
much.
Yeah, I have mine and Bingo's bedrolls to sleep on. So
Oh yeah, I've got a bedroll as well.
Yeah, I'd sleep in the dirt if I had to. But I've got a bedroll, so I've got my head on it.
Yep, so everyone is... I'll assume everyone at this point just has a bedroll of decent proportion. And you sleep on your bedrolls, either with bits of, like... Obviously, you've got the canoe shading you a little bit. But yeah, so, Wrenn, roll me a perception check.
Yeah. Can I also ask while I'm doing this, what is the weather like?
Weather right now, again, there are clouds definitely rolling around in this. There's nothing over you directly at the moment.
Do I don't see them. I don't see these clouds.
You
What
see
are-
a very dark sky at the moment, I will admit, because at this point the sun is almost down. It is on the at the start of your watch. The sun starts just to dip below the horizon, and by the time a half hour passes, it is now night. The night rolls in fairly quickly in jolt.
at least
Right,
didn't
okay.
want it.
But yeah, so you have your watch. You have just sort of a general look around as you are. You're a little bit distracted, sort of thinking about the day's events, looking up to the sky to see if you can try and determine what's happening with the weather, but nothing seems to happen. And it passes without problem.
Yeah, if I at any point got the feeling that it was going to rain, I was also going to set up my rain catcher. But
I just put mine out because my fucking my shift's last. So I thought, well, if it rains by the time I get up, it's fucked, isn't it?
So
Oh,
yeah,
cool. Yeah. Next.
at the moment, obviously, there's no weather, but you are passed without a problem. And we move on to whoever's next. I believe that's Fenro.
Yeah. Yeah. Once again, I'll just wake up. Won't do too much. Oh, actually, no. My thing, I was going to. I'll do a couple sketches of the rabbits that I saw. I'll actually add that to my bestiary now.
Yep.
And also, I'll have a look. Can I inspect the amulet? Can I can I inspect it?
You
While being perceiving as well.
Yeah, so obviously you do your bit of a look around for the evening. You do a couple of quick sketches of the horned rabbits that you've seen over the last couple of days, which are certainly a new invention to you. They are very much different from what you've seen before,
Yeah.
but they're no less interesting.
these
You have a look at the
rabbits are
amulet.
man-made.
They're hybrids, I tell you. Aliens. No, yeah. You continue to look at your amulet. It doesn't have anything particularly innately magical about it. It just seems like a very well crafted and engraved piece of metal. You figure you might be able to sell it. Not quite sure what it's worth, but it's a nice little amulet that you could probably attach with a bit of a necktie if you wanted.
Yeah. I'll keep that in mind.
I have 50 foot rope if you want to put it around your neck. Just
Yeah.
I've seen.
Probably rope's probably a bit too big. I'll wait until we get back to.
Oh, you meant for the amulet? Yeah, my bad.
You're asleep. Shut up.
Cold.
I'll roll my perception. Ooh, that was close. That was almost
Big
an
roll
one.
today.
Yep. Your watch passes without problem. The clouds do seem to be rolling slightly closer in now. There's no precipitation as yet, and you can't hear any distant rain. But the clouds are definitely closing in. You see less and less stars as the night passes. And yeah, you finish your rest without problem. Bingo and Azaka up next.
I assume I'm with Sandala again.
No.
I thought
that-
Sandala was with Dingo normally.
Yeah, that is how it works. That was it.
I had the guide with you because she, has what eyes that work.
Ah, well, we'll keep doing that then. Alright.
OG format, man. Get
Yeah.
on board.
Okay. Yeah, I'm not really gonna do anything again.
Do you
Bill,
want her to
do it.
assist you, or do you want to roll two different?
Let's roll two different. It's been
different?
working. It's been working. Oh,
Look at this guy.
I think I've rolled that like 4 times now. I think I've rolled a
Zaka
6.
rolled the exact same as you. Yeah, once again, you'll watch. Fairly quiet, you both sort of just take turns wandering around the camp and sort of sat together, tending the fire, and nothing of note happens.
I'm gonna like go through my backpack just to make sure I've got like everything necessary, that it's all like got all the provisions. Wonder why I've got a staff with me, and go, I don't know why. Okay, and that's me. Yeah.
Okay, give me just a second.
That's a character and a player moment I just had there. I genuinely don't know why I've
That's
got.
real storytelling, people.
Jeez.
That's the real stuff.
Got an arcane focus. That'll come in handy.
Why do you? I'm not
Why
gonna
have we got arcane focus, man?
I don't know. I started with a staff. It's fine.
Yeah, so we come past now your watch, and again, nothing's of note happens, and we are on to Dingo and Zandala.
I should roll anyway. We'll roll separate ones.
Separate ones, understood.
Blood.
What you got?
You got
Oh
2
God,
d6
really?
at the moment.
Could I use my inspiration to roll again?
If you want to use your inspiration on that, I will let you use your inspiration.
Good, because I'm not confident.
You should
about-
say before you roll it whether you use it, but I will let you this time.
Thank you, merciful God. That's better.
That's much better.
Whew.
So yeah, you two are sat there, and the watch begins. Again, you can see the clouds rolling in, and stars definitely starting to dot out, so the sky is almost completely black at this point. Fire's still going though, so you can see fairly clearly around you. And yeah, do you say anything to Azaka? To Zandala?
Not particularly. I guess we've just been generally chatting during the day, and I've nothing really to add. Nothing really happened. We just were talking about a dragon. I could ask about her, but I don't really care, so.
Okay. As you sit there, sort of just quietly minding your own business, looking to the fire, you hear a distant flap coming from the edge of the sort of clearing that you're currently resting in. And you see...
Cthulhu
Kenku.
with wings.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, you see Cthulhu with wings and a Kenku that can fly. Coming from the darkness of the jungle at full speed are these boys.
I bet look more swarms of stuff.
Oh, these are bats. Yeah.
Now, I will say that you've had plenty of warning on this because you've heard them from a distance.
I'm
So
gonna
if you so choose, you have time to wake people.
wake everyone up.
Okay, assuming you just shout.
We got it!
All around you.
Come on!
You're all awake. I will allow you all to stand if you so wish.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, but did my hunting trap get any?
Well, you'll find that out in the morning.
Did it go and catch one of these bats? It's a big hunting trap.
And these are tiny, tiny bats. But yes, I would like everyone to please roll initiative.
I'm gonna sit this fight out, guys. Just leave me out of it.
I'm already level 3, right? For the.
Am I level 3 as well?
You have +5 on initiative? What the fuck?
Dex,
That's
boy.
awesome, dude. What? Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, dexterous boy.
What a guy.
So, Wrenn, you're up. There are several large swarms of bats flying towards the party.
I am going to go towards. I'm going to see that Bingo. Hang on, I'm assuming it's Bingo actually. 1, 2,
Then goes to the south.
3, 4. Hang on, is he on a square?
It's really hard to see.
I think
He's on a half space. That's
I'm in the middle, yeah.
Right, so 1.
I can't even fucking see.
Yeah, we able to
gonna
like make the grid
1,
more clear or
2,
anything?
3,
Fucking hell.
4, 5.
This grid isn't great. I'll try and get a better
You
one
think
in.
you
for
guys
the
have
next
a
time.
difficulties? At least you can kind of see the grid.
I'm gonna back him up, and then I'm gonna ready. I'm gonna stand in a ready position. I know I can't obviously ready both short sword attacks, but I'm gonna stand with both of them primed.
Yep, so you are holding an action to attack if anything comes in range?
Indeed. Can I ask just if I do this attack, would I be able to use sneak attack on it if they're by like using a readied attack?
I believe you can, yep. It will count as a sneak attack for this turn, not your next turn as well, so you'll be able to use sneak attack when they come in range, assuming they are both in range of you and Bingo, or you and an
Sweet.
ally.
Okay.
And then come next turn, it will reset and you'll be able to use it again.
Sweet. Yeah, I'm cool with that.
Yep, so you are there, and we are on to Azaka. Azaka, what can you do?
What is shit happening on my fucking watch? Seriously.
Just gonna go
There's the bird and the little guy down the
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna get right next to it and she's gonna go for some swings.
30 movement. Wrenn must be jealous.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, you can only move 25.
you wait. You wait. One day
Swing
I'll be
at
a
the
quick boy, and you guys will be.
You'll be able to move like Finn.
That's a hit. It's damage. Second swing. That's definitely a hit. Second damage. And that is her. You see her start just laying into the bats, just knocking a couple out of the air, but the swarm is still fairly large and fairly healthy. Bingo.
We can move our arrows to move, right? Yeah.
Yeah, you can use your arrow keys to move.
I would like to rage.
You're going to range? Okay, activate your range.
About being woken up so early, just gets fucking angry about it.
Just starts attacking. Dingo.
Just
But how you like me?
You just whirling with a bit of 15-foot reach and kills
I'm
everything.
gonna long sword because I've got my shield on the go.
Got your shield and your longsword, okay.
I'm gonna swing at Swarm of Bats #1.
That is definitely a hit.
Oh, nice. Die. Ah. That's me.
Yep.
I don't do a
So
lot
you
more.
swing, you cut in, you take out a couple of bats. Again, you don't seem to get like a really good hit through a lot of them, but you do tend to, in that you do take out 2 or 3 of them on the way through.
Nice. I just sort of and just swing through. It's
Swarm of
very dead.
bats.
Turns
It doesn't
into,
like that you just attacked it.
turns into vampire.
It's going to take a bite at you. Or they're going to start trying to nibble on you. They're going to horribly miss.
Start biting bats. It's a bat on bat warfare. We just walk away.
And that is them.
Go on, Sandal.
Sandala.
He's gonna cast Fireball.
Carry the fight. Fireball.
Yeah,
Here you
Fireball.
go, Swan.
Do it, Fireball.
But like really aim the fireball.
No, really aim it. Aim it like next to Bingo.
I'd live. I'd live. I think.
What do you want to do?
I mean, unless you manage to roll. I mean,
Unless,
over,
if you roll over 20.
yeah, if she rolls 28 somehow with a Fireball.
She is going to try and do a fire bolt.
Aww.
Oh god.
She's gonna try and do Storm of Vengeance, I think it's called.
Meteor Gemini.
She wings this firebolt from the palm of her hand straight through, and the bats seem to just sort of dodge around it as it comes toward them, having clearly seen it coming, and sort of reform into this amorphous mess in the air. And that is her turn.
I'm sure that that the Bingo can tank my next attack, so we'll be fine.
Swarm of bats 2.
Electric Boogaloo.
It's going to fly here, and it's going to attack Wrenn.
There is no front line for bats.
It's going to hit Wrenn.
Oh lordy lord.
And you take
Jesus,
some damage.
Murphy.
You take some heavy damage.
Oh shit.
These bats aren't playing around, man.
They ain't. They out here. They hungry.
They definitely
hung?
hungry.
They're hung? Whoa.
They all up in your
I'm
face.
gonna need you to simmer down. But yeah, so they come in. They seem particularly intent on just tearing at people that they're near. And it comes down, and several of them take bites at your arms and scratches across your legs and your thighs. Just generally getting at any bits of flesh they can, and they do you a heavy hit. Fenro.
Alright.
As soon as small bats to end the turn, I'm sure Ben will get.
It lagged.
I can't. That's. I'm gonna cast Fairy Fire. Not there. I'm gonna cast it there. Let me just get this right. So if I select that one, select that one, and then they need to take.
Can you select who you choose in Fairy Fire?
Yeah, you just pick. It's everybody in the area.
So you
So
will
is
also
that
need to
including
target
us?
Wrenn and Bingo.
I think it's pictures like.
If it is everything in the area, you'll need to retarget them.
Yeah, 100%.
Oh, okay. Any creature in the area in this first card. Okay, yeah, I'll cast it.
Okay, so we'll do them first, and then we'll do the other two after.
Alright. Did that roll on them?
So we have. That only targeted one of them.
Yeah, it
Well-
definitely did.
Alright, so that's
Make
not.
sure
Well,
to roll it in the actual combat track, in the actual
Oh,
chat.
yeah,
instead
okay.
of-
Target
I've targeted. Which one?
everyone. Target Bingo and.
That's
Okay.
better.
That's more like it. The only one that failed was number 3.
Okay, now I'll do it on those two.
Untarget them too.
What do we
Roll
do?
the effect.
now.
Or roll the save.
I can't even roll. See what I rolled.
So Bingo failed.
So I'm gonna drag this onto Bingo.
So you need to drag it onto Bingo and
Which
onto
was-
3,
And onto 3.
which is the very top one.
There we go. And I'm gonna shout, "Go get him, guys!"
Christ, it's a dex save.
So you hold out your hand, and a cone of bright green light spews forward and seems to stick to Bingo and the upper swarm of bats. Each of the bats themselves individually getting coated in this semi-translucent light. And we are now on to Dingo.
Sup, cat. I'm gonna cast a spell. I do believe. Yeah, I'm gonna cast Frostbite on number 2. Seeing Wrenn in a little bit of trouble. Good man.
A preach. A preach.
Yeah. So
That is a failure. Hard failure.
sweet.
Does it do any more damage for being a worse failure?
No, it doesn't have
No.
much damage. It also has disadvantage on its next attack roll.
Excellent. Okay,
Okay, that is
so yeah,
me.
you summon up a few tiny frost crystals that seem to just coalesce around them. And they seem to get a little bit disoriented by the fact that the things have now just appeared in and around their space. But now it's Swarm of Bats 3! And they've seen what you've done to their friend.
Or some
It's coming for you!
small crystals. What the fuck?
The bats.
And they're going to do a bite on you.
Hang on. I'll let you go first. Should I not have got my ready attack for the fact that this bat moved close to me as well?
You should have, because it's not yet been turned. Okay, I'll just do this damage, because he definitely hit you.
Son of a bitch.
He hit you way harder. So, damage incoming.
How?
You take 6 points of damage. And yeah, Wrenn, do your sneak attack on Small Bats 2.
Oh, roll it. Does it hit? Dude, that's low.
That does just hit.
12.
I think I drag that onto my... no, I've already put it on me, so it should
You've already-
automatically roll it, shouldn't it?
Yep, so just roll. You've got the effect on you, just roll damage.
Sweet. Not bad.
Not terrible. As they come towards you and they start pecking at you, you do a solid across the body slash. And you deal a solid amount of damage to these birds. These bats. You still only seem to hit a few of them on the way through. You take them out completely when you do hit them. But you seem to... If that had been a solid object, you'd been doing slightly more damage than you have.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, they have exactly a 12 AC. Yeah, that's the end of number
That's
3.
nice to know.
Well, back to you.
I'm going in for another stabby stab with my normal short sword. I know that hits now.
That hits.
I will apply another
Sneak attack.
load of sneak.
Can he do that? He's not close enough to Bingo, is he?
It doesn't.
It's if there's an enemy within 5 feet of your enemy, then you
right.
can do it.
So it's for the fact that Bingo's 5 feet within them.
Right.
That's alright. And then with my bonus action, I'm going to stab again with my offhand this time.
Man, you still die.
Definitely hits.
And then... rolling good damage today. I like
bad
it.
damage.
I like it.
So yeah, having now had them in range, you swing your sword again and get another crack, taking out another sort of half of the bats on the way through, this time getting a really good... And
little
spin on the
spiders.
spot, second sword in hand, and take out 1 or 2 more on the way through. There are significantly less now in that swarm, but they are still chugging along.
That's my turn.
Azaka. Azaka's gonna see that you are not looking like you're having the best of times, and she's gonna strafe. That's the wrong thing to select. It's them I want to select. She's gonna strafe around this set of bats and come to the other side.
Oh, dude.
Just about getting there.
Look at that.
And she's gonna take a
Prime
swing
movement.
at small bats too.
This is
Once
strange.
again, scimitar coming out.
It's almost like Bingo's being attacked by himself.
Can she not just move straight through the bats because it's a swarm that you can just move straight through them? Can you not?
You can,
Okay.
but she's just strafed around anyway. She definitely hits. She's going to do damage.
Go on now, go. Go on.
Does
Now.
a slightly weaker hit than she intended, but she still does some decent damage.
Get it.
Going for a second swing on that same set, trying to just get you a bit more free of where you are. And she definitely hits. That's a big hit.
That's a crit, is it?
It's
What?
not that big a hit.
Oh, it's not.
Good,
Oh.
it's not bad.
And with the final 2 slashes of her sword, she cuts the last of the bats out of the air of that swarm, and they are gone.
Little heroic fist pump from me after seeing that.
I'm going to continue to be really mad at this swarm of bats.
Do the mad things.
Ah,
Pray to God, no one stands
it's
up.
not good.
Oh,
That
I hope-
misses. Again, you swing down, but the bats seem to part as your blade comes down between them.
Ah, how can I fight a swarm?
And assuming that's you,
I would maneuver one down
you're gonna go step down. Fair enough. You're still within range, nothing issue there.
while I colossally miss through. I'll kind of sidestep.
If you've just made a fucking wind tunnel for these bats to come straight at me.
don't worry, they'll take no opportunity attacks against you as well.
That's unfortunate, isn't it? Because they can smell blood in the air.
Good job, Liam.
This is not my intention.
And
I
they're
was
gonna
like,
try and take a bite at you.
well, I'll open it up that way. Wrenn can get in. He can fight too.
That's a big hit.
Oh no, I'm down.
They are going to do less damage because there are significantly less of them at this point. So you feel the familiar scratching and biting at you from less of them, but it's still coming at you.
If it hits me with max, I'm down. Oh.
Ooh, and they roll low on.
I kind of, at this point, I'm swaying. I'm staggering about.
Oh dear.
You have.
It's a good job you cut some of the numbers down.
Two hit points left.
Yeah, I mean, I'm
I
on
know.
3, so
And at this point, they are going to envelop you in your space. They are now a part of your space. I will leave them back where they were, but they are now effectively surrounding, ducking in and around through Wrenn.
Oh, so can I just still cast fucking Rare Frost and still work?
I mean, you might as well attack the ones that are fucking you up.
Zondala is not about the things in front of her. So, I'm gonna check.
She goes to cast a fireball at
Still
her
a ranged
feet.
attack.
No, wait.
Okay, she is not very well equipped for this. She is
Right.
going to try and swing at them with the quarterstaff that she has.
Oh,
So,
Team Quarterstaff over here, fucking doing bits.
Her little pseudo dragon doesn't do anything while we're in combat, does it?
He's definitely not at the moment. The moment these bats started flying towards you guys, he is sort of ducked off her shoulder and has gone up into the.
Mate, let's see if he eats any of these.
Yeah, so she's gonna take a swing at them with her quarterstaff. Even with advantage, she misses. The bat's still weaving up and down around the quarterstaff, and she's a little bit ungainly with it, clearly not having too much use of it recently. She does sort of a haphazard swing, trying to avoid hitting Dingo as much as she can, and just swings through the swarm as opposed to into them.
Yeah. I'm
Fenro.
praying Ben doesn't do what I think he's going to do, because if he does, he's getting hit.
Alright, I'm good. Oh crap. I was going to move there anyway. I can't.
You've got enough movement.
Range,
Okay, yeah,
and I'm
fine,
going to cast Cure Wounds on Wrenn, seeing that he's a bit tattered up and the bats are swarming him.
Reach your hand in there, getting mauled by bats.
It wasn't the best, but
Oh, it was all right. I appreciate.
For Wrenn
that.
right now, that is a good heal.
Yeah,
yeah.
That healed me to full. What are you talking about?
yeah, dude. You look at me and I'm like Popeye flex. I'm feeling pretty good.
And I'm then going to hidden step and turn invisible.
Gonna turn invisible? Okay.
Oh, fuck. Okay, now I have no excuses to not do what I was going to do. I was going to aim away from you, but now I can't see where you are. I'm going to cast Burning Hands on that swarm of bats in front of me in a 15-foot cone.
Okay. I'm gonna draw that real quick.
Yeah, it's hitting.
I feel like we all know where that cone is.
Yeah.
Realistically, if you so choose, you can aim that. Actually, no.
No,
From the
fine.
center of your space, that doesn't quite hit him.
Ben, you're okay.
He is just outside of the radius.
Right, so
But is it not from his hands, which he'll be reaching out?
it's from my hands.
Even from his hands, he is just on the edge of that cone.
It doesn't take.
And on the
half
basis that
an hour,
that's less than. I'm gonna redraw that cone. One sec.
No, I think that's right.
No, there goes that 2.5.
Yeah, we'll assume
not
this
3.
time anyway that it won't hit him. But yeah,
Okay.
roll the attack on that swarm. That is a failure.
And damage. Oh, that's not a great roll. It's only half damage. But yeah, that's my turn. And if you want, I can roll it against Fenro too.
No, I'll say for that one, you could easily have angled it slightly to the side anyway, so I would say that's fine.
Right,
Yeah,
that's fine.
you raise your hand fire emits from it similarly to when it did with the grungs. And you deal a solid set of damage to each and every single one of the bats in there. And they seem to be flying with a bit of a limp now, if you can imagine that. And they seem a little bit worse for wear. Certainly worse than they were before.
Fenro definitely felt some of the heat there.
Oh yeah, the heat has blasted down past probably you, and the very edge of it will have been near Wrenn, but nowhere within actual range to hit him.
Right, and that's me.
These bats can still smell blood on the air. They're going to go straight for you again.
Okay, bring it, bitch.
Attack! They just hit you.
Okay, it's fine.
And there are still enough bats to get some good damage on you.
That's fine. I want that.
So, yeah.
Oh no. Get me back up.
Okay.
Yeah, but how do you get back up?
With my relentless endurance.
Yeah, but like, you know, how as
Basically,
Dingo do you get up?
I mean, they swarm at me, and if it's been to full, I just, catch myself on my core staff and just fucking stare them down a bit.
Is it like the end of a Rocky movie?
Basically, yeah, and them legs swaying, but kind of just like drop myself on the staff.
Like, you go to pass out, but then...
Like I'm falling backwards, I just catch myself with just sheer core strength, just lift myself back up again.
Dingo rages.
So yeah, the bats start swarming in and around Dingo. These are also now in your space.
Okay,
And just as you go to fall, you just catch the end of the quarterstaff you've got into the dirt behind you and lift yourself back up, just barely holding on. I'm just going to delete
like
that
a
one, I
ambiant.
remember. And that is them. Wrenn, you're up.
Kick the
These
rat.
guys, they've been hit.
They have, but I see. I'm feeling a lot stronger now, and I feel like there's someone else in a lot more need of help. So I'm gonna take the opportunity attack, and I'm gonna run to these bats.
Gonna take the attack. Okay. Let me select them real quick. It's not going to do it nicely for me. Okay.
Were they not
Crit.
technically
Down, right?
in Wren's space?
Yeah, but Leah, think.
In
Because the
fact,
battery's stopping from moving now.
I've run through Fenro's legs to get to him.
And there's
Not that
bats.
that changes anything.
There's bats
but-
just chomping on.
They're still going to try and take a swing at you.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Jump at this point.
So, attack coming in. Say that one.
Bats versus bats, dude. I've been telling you all this time. Bats versus bats.
Burst into flame.
Right.
A
So
dragon
I'm
swoops
gonna-
down.
I'm gonna short sword attack these bad boys. That was so bad. A nat 1 and a 2. Oh my goodness.
So proud.
So yeah, you
With
you
bats.
take a swing at these now iridescent bats, but they just divide and part, and your blade
And then-
sails through the middle, not doing any damage.
Small
And then
group.
I'm gonna go for the bonus attack. And I'm gonna land that one, and I'm gonna
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna apply the sneak attack to this roll. And I'm gonna roll damage on them. It wasn't as good as I had planned, but
Nope. So you take your first swing downwards, like a straight from head to toe sort of strike, and they part. But as seeing them part, you swing your other sword across the center and catch a few off guard. And a few more of the bats drop down dead.
I'm glad I dropped the nat 1 there.
As am I.
Let's go with the sword, just yeets it at me through the swarm.
Azaka is going to continue to scimitar the ones in front of her.
Just, I drop my one sword in amongst the bats, then I go to reach for it and they start biting me.
Goes for a second. That's damage. Goes for a second attack. Moving the mat this time because it hasn't triggered where my mouse was. Does that on every second attack. I don't know why.
If they get to my turn, guys, alright, I've got a plan.
That's another big hit. More damage. Slightly weaker on a second one, so yep. Azaka once again, a couple of swings and flails towards them. Knocks a couple more out of the air. These ones are looking a little worse for wear now. Bingo.
Still pissed at this swarm of bats.
He's getting
Do it to him.
he's getting more angry.
That just hits.
That's
Roll the
fair.
6 though.
He did
That is
roll
a 6. You get an inspiration.
Are
Going
we
back
just-
then.
I take it we're just doing that on 20s.
Yeah, D20.
Yeah.
You just rolled a 6 again.
I did,
That's exactly what we
Yeah.
just
but
said.
it's not on a d20.
So yeah, seeing them trying to nip at Wren's heels, you bring your sword back down diagonally into them, and you take out a good number of their group. To the
Ah,
point where only a couple bats seem to really be swinging around at all anymore.
fucking bats.
Barbarian just getting pissed at himself for missing.
God, I hit.
No. For the last
Up to this
miss.
point.
Like,
Oh, I'm
the
still
last
mad,
miss,
yeah.
So that's why you're
That
still
continued my
mad.
rage. Yeah.
So these bats, seemingly driven mad, are going to try and swing at you.
You.
We're going to try and nip at you.
You being Bingo.
Oh, I killed him Fenro.
They miss.
Yeah, they do.
Fenro's invisible, then.
Yeah, I'm invisible at the moment.
Oh, yeah.
Which is why I had the whole dilemma that I would cast my, fire magic at him. He was in range, I couldn't actually see where he'd gone. All I knew is he turned invisible.
I'm sort of just holding my shield up, blocking the shit into all of these. Just like, fucking yeah.
But yeah. So obviously you're holding back, and they're trying to look around for Fenro, but they can't really get a good beat on him, so they just keep nipping towards the air in general around them. Zondala
Spirit
is again
Gonna help with all this fight?
Fireballs, all of us.
not a fan of these guys, and is again rather daintily going to try and hit them with a quarterstaff.
Use your moves.
Come on.
Use your moves.
So she had advantage, dropped a 1, and got a 4.
Fenro, kill these before I have to do it.
So yeah, Zondala is still swinging, but not really happy about these things being anywhere near her,
I will
and
kill
really
us
trying to
all.
avoid you now because they are in and around you.
I will kill us all. I will cast Ice Knife right now.
When it becomes my turn, I instantly pop out invisibility, and I immediately wield my sickle, and I suppose I will have to attack that one. That's one.
Yeah, you're
I
going to attack
miss.
1?
That's one.
Yeah, that is absolutely a miss.
And I'm scared, so I am my turn.
Right, okay.
Man, my
Scared.
I am going to use my Tempestuous magic as a bonus action to levitate 10 feet in the air.
You have to cast a spell first.
Fine. I will, I will cast my cantrip Ray of Frost on Fenro.
On Fenro.
Why me?
For not killing the bats? What do you think?
that's fair. That seems fair.
Why don't you use it on your brother then? He's been trying to kill him a lot longer than I have.
Okay, I'm going to just
No.
check one thing about that real quick.
In realism, we've all been trying to kill them for the same amount of time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm a good to roll my attack anyway.
I assume you're rolling your... Are you actually rolling at Fenro, or are you rolling at the bats in front of you?
That's for me.
You'll be at disadvantage because it's a range attack and they're within 5 feet.
Oh, but
So
I
it'll just
have
be a
an
normal
attack
roll.
anyway though. Just
It'll just
normal
be a
roll.
normal roll, they'll cancel out.
Mark, disadvantage on your
Oh,
save.
no. No, never mind.
What did you drop? You dropped the...
We don't know which one of those would have hit.
Yeah.
Roll again.
Put disadvantage on and it should
Mark
cancel.
disadvantage because it will auto pass it to a standard roll then.
Okay. That'll
That's
do.
better. You're still hit anyway, so it's all good. Yeah, so you start to levitate up into the air 10 feet. Roll damage.
Yeah. That's about all I got. I'm just, stop telling my fucking captain model. Leave.
I was trying to zoom out. You were in the way.
I'm being Liam. Shut up, Sam.
So yeah, you
Yeah.
nail them in the center of mass with this beam of ice, nailing a couple of them out of the air. And as you do, for the first time, the party looks as Dingo rises 10 feet into the air with what seems like a tiny tornado escaping from his heels, seeming not to disrupt any of the ground or air around him. But it's quite clearly visible that he is rising up and there is some sort of disturbance there directly underneath his feet. Yeah, you are now 10 feet in the air.
Like a champion. I'm going to die now anyway, they can fly.
Small Bat 3 is, in fact, just going to do the same thing as you and just rise 10 feet.
This is aerial combat now, boys.
So yeah, they're gonna take the 10 feet up towards you, and they're gonna do you a bite.
Does Wrenn get an attack of opportunity?
They move.
Wrenn will get an attack of opportunity because they are leaving your range.
No, I don't. I do not take an
you
opportunity
don't.
attack. No.
Okay. Right.
It's part of it is that I don't take an opportunity attack.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
And does Zandala get one with a course that?
Yeah.
She will. That's definitely a hit.
Pick it up.
That's not great.
It's
Yeah,
damage.
you do a solid hit. They take some damage. You take a couple more out of the air. Zandala is also going to make a quarterstaff attack because they are leaving her range.
Oh, so she's going to be left Indian now. She can just kind of actually swing at them.
Well, she definitely swung at them,
The fuck? How has she missed?
and she is going to do
He,
Oh.
5 more damage, reduced.
How much health? How much have these fucking bats got?
they're the same.
much?
They're going to be exactly the same as the ravens. That because it's a swarm, they have like resistance to fucking everything. Your fire would have done normal damage to them.
Your fire did seem to burn every single one of the bats it hit.
Sweet. That's why.
Yeah,
it's-
these bats, now there's only sort of like 1 or 2 bats left, circling up and in and around you, but they are still going to try and do you a bite.
This epic combat in midair. Me versus 2 bats.
Quietness of the DM.
Yeah, it's not a good
A
sign.
hush falls over the ground.
Why did the bats attack themselves?
Because they're stupid. Let's go.
Let's roll with it.
Does
Well, that's better, because that's not a crit.
does
Oh,
does,
they
Dingo, does Dingo take an automatic fail for the fact he's gonna fall 10 feet?
Nah, 10 feet isn't that bad.
If he did fall, he would take a d6 of falling damage.
Yeah, so
But
you would take
these
a
bats
fail.
do swing around you, and just weaving as you are through the air, you manage to dodge the last couple of bats at a time and take a bite at you.
I am a tornado.
Wrenn, we're back to you.
Yeah, those bats are too high for me now. I am a very small man. So I have no option but to run my little ass back over to these bats and go for my normal misses.
That is a miss.
And the offhand.
That's a crit.
That's the movie before. Or
Hang on, you got an effect as well.
I'll put my. I'm sneak attacking for this.
Okay, I don't think that crit's going to matter, but I'll tell you if it does. Roll your sneak attack crit on that boy.
So with the sneak attack crit, shouldn't it double all damage?
It will double all of your dice. That's why a lot of rogues wait until the crit to try and use sneak attack.
Yeah, boy.
Is it dead? I think.
So Wrenn, with the force of 1,000 suns, nails down onto the one bat that was left, slicing it into oblivion. For the record of the group, that small bat had 1 health left.
Oh, dude.
It's
But-
kind of.
You
It's
cut
good.
the shit into him, though.
You sliced him in half, and the halves explode into blood.
Dude,
It's kind of like
that was offhand and everything.
Yeah, that wasn't even with your plus on the end.
It's kind of like that berserker that Ben killed with his smite in the last campaign. There's only 1 health. He thought, I'm gonna hit like a 32 on this bitch.
But yeah, so that last 1 health you have annihilated time over. That would have instantly killed them. Oh no, sorry. That would have instantly put them down. That wouldn't have instantly killed them if they were a party member. But yeah, so you nail through this last bat, turning it into blood and smithereens, and that is your turn.
Sick. I'm happy.
Hazaka cannot reach them from the floor, so she's going to shoot.
Unless I she had the bow.
Cha.
Cha-cha.
She hits, thanks to the advantage. Roll the dice. And she nails one arrow through the remaining two bats, piercing the pair as they drop to the floor. And that is that.
I am exhausted. I am just gonna fall on my butt where I stay.
I'm just gonna,
Stand.
slowly, come back down to the ground and kind of stagger a bit.
I'm gonna offer Wrenn 2 berries, seeing that he's a bit out of energy and all that.
I'm just not even gonna move. I'm sorry. I'm just
Okay, in my
lying there, just like.
I'm gonna put him on his mouth. Here, eat up. That'll make you feel better.
Sure, I'll eat them if I don't have to move.
Otherwise, they'll go to waste, and I don't like wasting food. So
They're essentially placed into your mouth.
There, you moving his jaw.
Eat it! Eat it!
And that does that one.
Holy crap.
But yeah, so with the bats now utterly eviscerated, we end the rest. Everyone goes back to sleep, and nothing of note happens for the rest of the evening.
After we get XP.
We're not
You
going to
do
get
get
that
XP.
much.
Do you want the XP now?
Yeah,
Because it's not going to help.
We said it was going to be we said we'd do it at rests, so if we do it
Okay,
if I
incoming
remember
expert.
correctly, if it's anything like if they're anything like the swarm of crows from Curse, swarms are like tough as shit, but they don't award XP.
Wait, was that 10 XP each?
You got 25 XP.
25 each.
Ah.
Woohoo!
160 to go, boys. Alright, do we need the battle map anymore?
Nope, you can close that now. That is done. You wake up in the morning refreshed. I am going to give you
Dingo.
guys a long rest.
Refreshed. Refreshed, Dingo.
That was somewhat. I wasn't even offering any fucking good berries. I mean, what a guy. I even warned him about the little creature that touched his hand, but nothing. I'm just getting a call over there.
I'm pretty happy with how well, like, even though it was one bat, 2 6s and 2 5s on the crit. I'm pretty happy.
You did nearly max damage with an offhand sneak attack, and you would have instant killed that swarm at full health. And the effect you got as well, I should point that out now, because it was actually a really cool effect.
But it didn't work on bats.
Oh no, it would have worked.
It was
It
unnecessary.
is, if I go up and find it. In addition to a standard critical damage, you take ongoing damage equal to 5 plus half the level. So it would have taken 5 ongoing damage from that moment onwards. But evidently, 22 beats 1, so you insta-killed it. In fairness, you did 22 damage, they had 21 health.
Well, it wouldn't have been 22 damage, would it? It would have been 11.
Wait, Ben, are you giving out good berries this morning?
They would have gone bad. That's why I gave them to Joel now.
No, if you make them in that evening, they'll be ready until that evening
I
again.
made them the day before.
Oh, you
Yeah,
did them
you
before,
did.
didn't you? Yeah, no, that
Okay.
was effective when you gave them to him was the last time you
I'm
could have.
going to assume it didn't rain last night.
No precipitation last night at all.
So I've got no good berries. I'm gonna apply my salve, eat some rations.
Yep, everyone eat your rations, do your salve, do your water.
And water,
I'm
yeah.
gonna pick up my hunting trap.
Roll me a D100.
Me?
Yeah.
Yep.
See if you caught
Have
something.
you caught anything?
No, I'll do it for you.
No. Not good.
Yep, you go to the trap. It has definitely been triggered, but there is nothing inside it.
You're telling me he doesn't catch 37 of those rabbits?
That's what was happening.
Fenro let him go in the middle of the night.
With the morning starting, I'm gonna, as I'm taking a drink, pretty thirsty work from the night before, I'm gonna kind of swish my water skin around, and I'm gonna look at Fenro and I'm gonna go, You're a big lad, didn't you? Did you say you could make water?
I can, yes. Do you need some?
Unzips pants.
Oh no, I've got. No, I don't. That's just sick day. I can't believe. I can make water if you need some.
I'm running a bit low here, yeah.
I'll call out to the rest of the party. Does anybody else need a refill on their water?
I'd be much obliged.
I'm gonna take everybody's flasks, water skins, whatever they want. I'll take them all. So who is that?
Gonna dunk him in the river.
I'll kind of
Hand them
hand you
back.
mine. I'm kind of intrigued on how you're going to do this.
Okay. Once I have everybody's water skins, I'm gonna turn to them and be like, I can't do this with everybody watching. I'm gonna slowly turn around and expect you all to turn around, and I'm gonna chant a little spell to myself.
I'm
And,
gonna try and peek. I'm very. I'm
Okay,
very
yeah, I'm
inquisitive.
not gonna say unless Zach says you see. So at the moment, I'm just using my spell, getting ready. Are you gonna be able to?
Can I
Okay.
attempt to like peek around him, kind of sneakily, so that he doesn't notice?
Roll me stealth.
Do I roll perception?
Oh,
We'll see in a sec if you need to roll perception.
it's luckily I got that +9.
What's your passive, Fenro?
Passive perception.
Oh, this is fucking hard.
I've got a +7.
Yeah, so he absolutely. You can hear a creak, just very faintly behind you.
I turn and I look to see that it's Fenro, but I will carry on anyway.
Let's see if it's
Not
Fenro.
Not Fenro, Wrenn. I
Dear
noticed
God,
that
no.
Wrenn is trying to have a peek, but the two Arforks aren't, so I carry on. And basically I open my mouth and water just starts gushing out of my mouth.
You straight up vomit. Not
Yeah,
water,
basically,
vomit.
it's got some propulsion to it as well. It's not just pouring out; it is like coming out with some
I am
some
just gonna
force.
fall to the floor, like on my back like a turtle, and I am crying with laughter.
And I'm gonna, I'll try and I'll basically I'll put my mouth and I'll like sort of put my mouth over everybody's water skins and fill them up. I believe I do like 10 gallons. Let me just read the scale as well.
You can choose to do less if you want to.
I'll use 10 gallons. I assume that just fills
Okay.
up everybody's.
I'll commit. I'm not a pussy.
Put it in the canoe. Fill the canoe up. Fill the canoe.
No, I fill up everyone's water and noticing that I'm only like halfway done. I sort of aim my face up in the sky and I start making a nice little fountain for everyone.
So do we get all our water back from that? or
Yeah,
what?
I'm gonna.
Yeah, refill all of your water, and you got water for today, so don't worry about marking any off.
Oh.
So just untick
Oh,
all the buckets.
Christ.
Ben can summon food and vomit water.
I can destroy water as well if that's needed, but
I did say I never turned around. I just stayed watching you.
I had to use a spell slot for that display, just so you know. I hope you're happy.
I'm very content.
Yeah, Red at this point is on the floor in tears, laughing his head off, as what now seems like a small precipitation of water is falling from the sky above us.
Refreshing.
I don't care. I don't care that it's like spouting down like a fountain onto me. I am just crying in laughter.
I'll walk back around and hand everybody their water skins and whatnot.
I'm gonna thank him and
enjoy.
wipe the top of my water skin clean.
I just start drinking it. I see nothing wrong with this. I mean,
It's pure clean water. It's the best. It's probably better than what you had before. It's fresh.
this is actually the most respect I've had for Fenro this entire time.
I'm just like, I'm like trying to hold my laughter in. I'm just like, thank you very much, there, big lad. Just
You're
like,
welcome.
Sniggering still.
Yeah, you see Fenro make this fountain of water at the very end, and looking up, you see that the sky has become, even though it is day, and it is reasonably bright at the moment, you see dark clouds have started rolling in with some force.
What have you done, Fenro? You summoned a star.
But it's not like raining yet.
No, at the moment, the dark clouds are just rolling towards you.
This is what the little guy with the mask did to him. He can control the weather.
Oh, in that case... No, I'm not going to do that yet. I'll
Yeah,
leave that for
so-
later.
If everyone is ready to travel, Azaka is very ready to go.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm gonna just about manage to calm down enough to climb in the canoe.
None of you still haven't seen where I get my good berries from. You haven't looked. You haven't...
After that display, it can only be good.
Yeah, let's carry on. We had a nice laugh today.
Okay, so who was it that led us back on the right path?
It was Azaka still.
It was still
we can do
Azaka,
that,
so
yeah.
yeah. Continue
Yeah,
as
so if
was.
you would like her to continue on in the trail, she will do so.
Yeah,
Yeah.
boy.
Keep an eye out for more, small game and meat and stuff.
Yeah, I'll do the same for wildlife. Keeping it quiet if I do see anything like.
Yeah, you start walking down. You once again hold close to the river. Azaka seeming to be a little bit more attentive now, has really focused down to follow the tracks she's clearly seen before. And those who are looking for things, roll me survival.
Everyone, or
Anyone that's looking for food or items to eat or drink.
being that
Looking for food. And if I do find it, I'm gonna, point out to my bro.
Yeah.
I'll just have a general look around. I'm not looking for food. In fact, I'm looking towards the river for any kind of like rapids or little waterfalls that remind me of Fenro's little display. Just so I can laugh some more.
So you do see plenty of rapids and bits of water, but nothing quite resembles the majesty of what you saw this morning.
Ugh. I'm still gonna like tap him on the shoulder and point, and just, even if he doesn't understand it, I'm just gonna burst into
You're having a hell of a time. So, as you travel, everyone what's your passive perception?
12.
Oh, here we go.
12.
I said passive perception, but I already know what yours is.
Right.
I think mine's 13, isn't it?
Yep, so that's fine.
Mine's 12.
Each of you in turn hears what sounds akin to a rumble coming from deeper into the jungle.
Is it my stomach?
Away from the river, or
Yeah, so you're stood. The right-hand side is the river at the moment as you travel south, and off to the left, deep into the jungle, you hear this just massive pounding underfoot.
Mm.
And as a moment or two passes, you feel it in your feet.
can I attempt to have a bit of a better look around to see if I've spotted anything, or can get a better sense of direction, exactly where it's coming from?
I don't think there'll be any need in a moment here.
Oh lordy lord.
Dinosaur time.
No, dude, it's just gonna be a giant rabbit.
A giant almirage. So yeah, assuming you all turn as you walk to see what this rumble is, you see these boys running out of the jungle.
Oh, what are they?
Velociraptor.
Dinosaur.
Draw one.
And I need everyone to roll initiative.
Yay! Yeet.
Oh, these boys rolled real well.
Uh-oh.
Liam, why do you have to wish for dinosaurs, you asshole? Bollocks. So, there aren't many velociraptors for us to kill.
It's only 7. We can take 7. It's like
Right.
that,
Raptor 5 is gonna start sprinting towards you guys.
Which one's Raptor?
So
5?
he... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And he's gonna get to there.
Oh, this boat's poorly. I'm gonna get mauled to death by velociraptors.
Bingo.
Alright. Okay, so it'd be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool.
No, you're not. You're not
Why
gonna
not?
get mauled. No, I was on about Dingo. You're not gonna get mauled. Someone stopped it.
Oh yeah.
Ah, my human shield. I mean, brother. Yes.
I would like to rage.
Okay.
You're feeling very passive right now. You can't rage right now.
Ah.
Feel very calm about the situation.
You actually really like dinosaurs, so you try to pet them.
These beasts remind you of home.
And I'm gonna try beat the shit and why would they remind? I didn't.
Yeah, they do not.
I'm gonna attack this one in front of me.
Oh shit.
Longsword, die!
Oh,
That's a hit.
Oh,
Ah! I was gonna say if that misses, oh my god, that's not good damage at all.
That's
Oh,
heavy, though.
It's heavy. Oh, it's heavy.
Thank Christ.
You cut a wide arc in front of you in your rage. And only the tip of the blade seems to really catch into the velociraptor,
But the tip is enough.
but you seem to really catch it across the neck, and it's almost out. I need less from you guys, okay? I need to take that sass and bring it in.
Oh, laddie.
Oh, you can bring in the tip if you want.
So they're all going to have their turn now. Just one after.
A Stegosaurus appeared, and a
we don't
dragon.
need that sort of brotherly love, alright? Not on this podcast.
They all evolve into T-Rexes and just charge us.
Raptor 1, it's coming for you. 1, 2, 3, 4.
I declare.
Someone back him up.
A fun war.
Stop being in the way of where I'm zooming. And he is going to attack you with advantage.
Oh, they got reckless.
No, they don't.
They're packed
got
back.
packed.
Pack
They've
mentality.
got pack.
Pack tactics.
Oh, that's bad. Guys,
He's going
that's
to go for a
bad.
bite. Well, he's definitely going to hit.
Oh,
He's
that's
going to
bad.
go for damage.
Oh, that's bad.
That's D6, Liam.
That's going to be max damage.
It always shows a d6 for me whenever Zach rolls anything.
Oh, so was it a D4s? On that case,
He's going to go for a second attack
Oh,
with his
fuck.
claws.
Oh,
Have
shit.
D4, you're right.
I don't like being the
And
champ.
that's going to hit.
I want to be the bard again.
And he's going to go for a second damage.
Ah. Ah.
And he mins that damage.
Alright, Azak's gonna run
That's
in
going to be his turn.
there with her 120 health. She'll help you out.
Don't worry, I'm probably resistant to all of their damage.
Can I say that I'm still in Fenro's space?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'm still on
Yeah,
his
you're
shoulder.
effectively still on his shoulder. And you didn't say you were jumping down, so.
No.
Can I say
Zaka is going to try and longbow him.
to run?
Come and tank! Oh my god! You have 120 health.
She nat 19s.
It's not a thing.
Gonna go for damage. She gets a really solid hit. She's gonna go for a second longbow. And she's gonna hard miss the second one. So
See,
she
that's-
nails one shot straight forward, catches it in the side, and as it reels back, the second arrow wings past and misses completely.
If only you had fucking sweeping attack.
Fenro, you're up.
I'm going to blah 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 blah.
Surely if Fenro moves now, he'll take Wrenn with him.
I'm going to cast
If he
Entangle there.
moves.
Yeah,
He
but
is
if you
never
Gonna cast
moved.
Entangle there.
Yeah, so that
He has
that
never
area
moved
becomes
into combat, so.
that area becomes difficult terrain, and I need to roll a save on that one, that one, that one, that one.
Yep, remember roll it into the
Roll it
chat
into
so that the
chat
target's
like
all.
that.
So we have
3 successes.
1 success, 3 fail.
Which
3,
one was
5,
the
and
fail?
1 fail.
The closest 3, you're still targeting them.
3, 5, so 6 passes.
Can you see that?
I
Yeah,
can't see that.
It's in the combat tracker, yeah.
It just says safe for me. It doesn't say what succeeded or
in the
failed.
combat,
No, in the
combat
tracker,
tracker.
Oh,
You can see what you're still targeting.
Oh,
Is
oh,
it-
sweet.
It auto detargeted the one.
Oh, in that case, if I just,
No, right?
does that work? That's put on 3, 5, and 1.
They are restrained and you are concentrating.
Yep. And then. Alright,
Well, Liam, he got to the ones that already went, but the rest.
Yeah,
of them still
I know. I was really hoping for 6 and 3.
And
You got
then,
3.
how's this gonna work? If I move, am I taking Wrenn
Yeah, you're
with
taking
me?
them with you. Yeah, 100%.
Move forward then. Move
Yeah,
forward.
if you move right now, Wrenn will move with you. Unless he
forward.
chooses to jump straight off you.
In that case, I'm gonna move one. Oh, why is it moving the map? How do I move me? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I'll stay here, but assume I'm in the same space.
Yeah, I'm gonna move there, and then I'm going to end my turn there.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm gonna jump down in front of him. And I am going to.
Attack, step, attack, right?
You don't know me. Ah, another crit. Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Oh,
Sneak attack.
Again, is
I
this
need
crit
a-
unnecessary, Zach?
I'm not gonna sneak attack on this one.
You're
I'm
not going to
just
sneak
gonna-
attack, you sure?
No, I'll save that for if I hit with the offhand.
Okay, yep. Roll your normal damage.
Oh,
Solid damage. That raptor is cut nearly in twain as it falls to the ground.
it's
So
dead.
I'm
It's not dying,
I'm
it's
gonna
dead.
kind of like, as I stab into it, kind of like roll over its back into its place.
oh,
Can you delete it? Just
Just so you know, that
otherwise
is difficult.
It'll be a pain in the ass for you to delete after.
That is
Yeah, I got
difficult terrain, just in that I'm not sure if that affects you or not.
But he just like rolled it into its space, so it's not like he's moving through it, he just jumped in there.
Yes,
Even he hasn't gone up to it anyway, so.
And that's not that great.
That is a miss.
Oh, I apologize, but I did my best.
You definitely
great
hit.
one. You didn't
Liam,
roll over one. That was already pretty cool.
Liam,
Right in front of me, I'm
That
impressed.
was the meat shield for you.
Raptor 6 is definitely coming at Wrenn.
I should have moved back between Bingo's legs.
Yeah,
And it's going to attack with advantage.
me and Zandala just kind of walk up.
You're still talking. You're like, yeah. So anyway, the foliage here.
Really
Incoming
like
bite. That's a hit.
Oh no, laddie.
Bite damage.
That was. That tore
He
my-
rolled minimum damage.
Tore my arm a little bit.
And the slash. That is also a hit.
My lord. Oh my lord.
That's max damage. So he comes in and tries to bite at you and catches a bit of the armor you have on. So instead he sort of brings one of his legs up and drags it down your side and does some really good damage to you.
Good job.
Raptor
Raptor
3.
It's restrained.
Do they get a save at the end? Can they break free?
Raptor 3, which one's that? That's that one. No, I gotta roll a DC. I gotta roll this on him.
That is a failure.
He's stuck there, then he's restrained.
He is still stuck. Okay, so he does nothing at the moment. He just sort of hisses and snarls directly in your direction.
Yeah.
Raptor 7. Raptor 7 don't care.
Raptor 7 can get its ass to me. Oh, I'm scared.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And it's going to attack you.
I don't need this in my life right now.
And it's going to attack you with advantage. This one's going to go for the claws first.
Isn't this Gunter next to me? Can he parry?
Gunter.
Who's good?
That was me. He could block you with a shield. I could parry, but I was only for myself.
I've got a shield, but I can't block
The
things.
claws miss, even with advantage.
But the teeth.
He's coming in for the bite.
He gonna duck out the way. Wren's got this. Don't worry.
That's a hit.
Okay. There he got this.
No, he hasn't. He's going down.
Damage.
They have. I'm pretty sure.
And Wrenn is sent flying to the floor. With his raptor having taken a good bite on his shoulder, and he just faints to the ground.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a +2 anyway on that hit. So.
Zandala's gonna turn, walk back down the road.
Yeah, dude, it was worth. I should have run back between your legs.
Yeah, you should have.
Okay.
He's Sandala.
Zandala's going to take a couple steps to the side.
And keep taking more steps to the side. She's off the map.
She keeps going, and she's gone.
Fireball. You cast fireball. It's gonna do it. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's good.
That's a good spot. I like that.
I mean, you can put it a little bit further this way, and you wouldn't quite hit Wrenn.
He's going to aim there. So she... This is awkward with the size of her
Just covers my face, and I fucking start suffocating.
I assumed like Wrenn got hit and then he fell backwards and kind of fell at my feet, and so he's out of the way really.
Bingo just there, kind of kicking at him. Like, what was that?
I'm still there. Like, that was a cool flip, man. That looked amazing. Oh, dinosaur.
I'm really tired. Like, you just collapsed. I don't know why.
Note yourself. Don't do cool rolls. It takes a lot out of you.
Or
And
if you
she
are,
is going to
run
cast
between
Fireball.
people's legs so they
Yeah.
can tank for you.
Yeah, so the tanky one can tank. Yeah,
A lot of rolls.
it's a lot of Velociraptors.
So a couple of them had disadvantages because they are snared.
Oh, right, that makes sense.
And she's going to roll damage.
Kill them all, probably.
So for the first time, you see Zandala sort of
do something.
close her
Yeah.
eyes, take a heavy breath, concentrate for a moment. There's a flicker from her hand that dives out into the open, and a ball of fire erupts around you.
Yay, dead things.
Yay, they're dead.
Dude, I've just been given a haircut.
And all of the raptors within her range have been utterly destroyed. They are nothing but just charred cinders.
She could do that the whole time.
And that's her.
Yeah, but Lynch, who the first was last time? Oh, me. Seeing her awesome display of power and knowing that I can't fucking do much, I am gonna tap the little trinket on my staff.
Oh. Okay.
I'm gonna
Give me
summon
1
my-
sec to clear some of these guys off the combat tracker, and I will do you a description.
Thank you. I'm just gonna tick it so they can know what I'm doing. Okay?
Yeah, do the tick.
Oh, you can
God,
play
some of
music
these
as
guys
well.
are dead.
He's a bard, I tell you.
It's a bad.
Okay, I'm just going to clear that one pointer. I don't want to remove all the pointers, I want to remove one of the pointers, because that area is still entangled. Remove this. There we go. Right! So, from the back of the group, Dingo taps the small war drum-like trinket on his staff. And as he does so, surrounding him are a set of giant blue spectral drums. And immediately after popping into existence, you see Dingo hunched down with a pair of spectral sticks in his hand. And he starts playing a heavy and bassy beat. Constantly. Driving up and down and around. And you just hear this drumming coming behind you with a noise that could shatter the earth. And that is going to be you.
It is my
Please
turn.
put the effect on you.
That's the wrong button. Where's... I haven't got it as a...
It's disappeared from your sheet. You may have to...
Oh,
Next time I put the effect on you and then tick it off.
right.
Actually, don't ever tick it off until you've used it. I will bring it back up for you.
Oh, that's right, I got it.
Got it? Okay. Again, don't tick it off until you've used its effect, because you might be able to just put them away after this, depending on what happens.
Oh, it's because it went to combat mode, so they're standing, so it just went.
Okay. Yeah, so Dingo is now in the black, playing this immense set of war drums. Raptor 2 is in no mood for this, so he's going to start moving down.
Puts my
1,
performance
2,
yesterday
3.
to shame.
5, 6,
When
and he's
you
going to
were
go for
playing
Fenro.
Bongos, I was making internal jokes.
I was doing it because I'd seen you had the drum on your staff.
He's going to roll with advantage.
a little war drum on the staff, which if you tap it, turns into a set of blocking war drums.
And he's going to roll on Fenro. Comes in with a bite. He misses. You dodge just slightly to the side.
It hits
As you do,
Bingo.
he's going to come in with a set of claws.
Wow.
Clow. What the hell with a clow?
That one hits. And as you dodge to the side, one of its legs comes across you and catches you across the waist, dealing maximum damage.
So I saw a D4 then took 6 damage.
It might be a +2 or something.
Bingo, you're up.
I've got to ask. Is Dingo using his?
He will tell you when he is.
Man, just fucking roll, man.
Kinda
Declare
has-
what you're doing.
I'm gonna longsword attack Velociraptor 7. I'm very mad about it.
Okay. You're doing that with advantage.
Chat.
Okay.
I like feel this fucking bassy riff come from behind me, and I'm like, oh, it's fucking time. And I'm gonna swing my longsword at fucking Velociraptor 7.
That's definitely a hit.
Ah. Fucking die.
Max damage. Cleave the head from this beast. Rolling down to the side with a flare in your eyes you've not seen for a while.
And then I'm gonna whop, and get ready to beat the shit into this one. I'm just gonna stand over it. I don't even care if it hits me. I'm like menacingly over it.
So yeah, as Bingo goes to attack, you hear a particularly bass note come from Dingo, as the drums seem to glow with a shine all of a sudden. A glow appears around Bingo as he goes for the swing, cleaving the head from this beast as he strafes straight around Fenro for the next kill. Upon seeing that, your war drums fade.
Oh, what?
You have used their effect, please mark them off.
I know, but you said I could keep them out, so I can't use the effect again.
I don't know, once the effect's actually been used, they're done.
Yeah, it's fine. Though. I was going to put them anyway.
Yep, I removed the effect from you. So yeah, we are now on to Azaka, who, seeing the tables have turned slightly, is going to rush in for the attack.
Wait, she was holding back because she thought she couldn't take on these things with a, double attack and 120 health.
She was taking them at range, thinking that was more sensible option, rather than running into the center of a horde of these things.
Has she seen us? We don't take the sensible option. We levitate in the air and hit them with staffs.
She hits for the first scimitar, coming in with a damage.
So number 7 still on the combat track.
Yeah, don't worry, he won't be there for long. And she's coming in with a second swing. That just hits.
Hello. Take his ass. Oh, roll an attack again.
All another attack,
Why
yeah.
did you full attack again?
I
I told
don't
you
know.
to do damage.
I say, what's wrong with D20 for a damage?
The beast.
Yep, she cleaves down with her sword, catching it across the chest. You hear a high-pitched squeal come from the raptor as it also falls unconscious. And that is that.
Don't we have to do turns until?
No, basically.
Oh
Ben,
yeah, we're not out of initiative yet.
Yeah.
Ben, it's your turn, so go help
Yeah,
them
that's
out.
what I mean. Well, no, it's not my turn yet, though.
It's your turn next, though. God.
Just clearing out the raptors.
Stomps on Wrenn's throat, killing. You're out. Play a new character. Why is
I
Aka?
didn't actually like what you said about the rabbit.
So yeah, Fenro, we are onto your turn.
I'm gonna drop concentration on the entanglement.
Yep,
and I'm gonna
okay,
roll
the entangle is
medicine.
gone.
Do I have to roll it on Joe itself?
You
No.
should, yeah.
Oh, do you?
I think if you roll medicine on a person, it'll automatically stabilize them if it passes.
Try that then. We'll see if it works.
I can't. Every time I roll it on, it
Okay,
just
never mind then.
disappears.
Just
Roll it into the jet.
I just
Yeah.
pure wounds him.
Yep, that's solid.
He's
Ren,
used
you
to-
are
I've used my
immediately
spell
stable,
slot, dude.
He gave us
but
all
you are
water,
still
remember?
unconscious.
For how many hours?
Ren, roll me a d4.
Oh, lordy
So,
lord.
how many hours are you going to spend asleep in the canoe? 2.
A couple.
2 hours. Okay.
During the 2 hours, can we take a short rest?
Should you guys choose to, you can take a short rest.
I'm fine. I mean,
Or to be fair, we could put Wrenn in the canoe if you want.
that's what I was
and we
thinking.
could
I'm in the
walk.
canoe, we can just walk.
Yeah, you can easily carry him where he has been sat so far and just keep walking.
What I will do though is I'd like to just take a few minutes and do a quick sketch of these velociraptors in my bestiary.
Yeah, can we eat the velociraptor?
If you want to go and try and carve some meat off one of the raptors, you can
100%.
certainly try.
Yep, 100%.
Seeing that we have now found fresh meat, and I'm going to assume that Fenro isn't too upset about us wanting to eat these ones, I'm going to go help him carve up some meat.
No, they're already dead. Like you're free to have these ones.
They're already dead, dude. He doesn't like you wasting food.
Yeah.
Eat all of it, what?
Yeah, we're gonna just start cutting.
Yeah.
While they're cutting up the velociraptors, I'm gonna load Wrenn into the canoe and just
Yep,
get.
I
him
assume you get him ready.
Yeah.
Ungracefully pick him up by the scruff of his neck and yeet him into the canoe with a banana and mangoes.
Dude, I'm not ready for a Viking's burial yet.
So yeah, you start carving away. Roll me. It's 5.
We're both doing this, by the way.
Yeah.
Yep. So roll it with advantage.
Go then, right.
I'll go.
Let's fuck it up now. We got 16.
16. Yeah, you carve a couple of pounds of meat just off like various of these raptors, and you now have some raw meat.
How much for me?
Couple of pounds. Again, they're only raptors, they're not particularly big beasts, so you haven't got a huge amount of them. You've just sort of got bits and pieces from where there is some left to get that has been torn to shreds in the fight.
How do you
Right.
want us to put that down?
Well, raw meat ain't going to do much for you, and if you don't do something with it by sort of the end of the day, the chances are it'll probably just go bad.
I'll hand all I got to Bingo and said, we'll cook it up when we make camp.
How long does this take for them to do this?
It'll be probably a half hour to an hour.
Could I take a short rest then?
Yeah, if you want to take a short rest. We'll count this just as a short rest for everyone if they want it.
Oh, yeah?
Except me.
Sick.
Yeah, except specifically Wrenn.
Roll good. That's not good. That's a 1.
That's
my
atrocious.
You have a D12 and you roll a fucking 3.
I rolled a 9 and I rock a D8.
I don't think Wrenn has anything that comes back on a short rest, so I'm just gonna...
I'm gonna roll my... Actually,
What are you
I'm not.
talking about, dude? My sneak attacks all refresh.
I'm gonna make that a thing where you only have X amount of sneak attacks per day.
No, plus no.
No, then his entire class is useless.
Hashtag harsh, may I say? So Bingo, as you start carving through these dinosaurs, you notice that in the sort of jaws of the one, or on the talons of the one, I should say, seems to be hooked a small purse.
Okay, I'm gonna grab it. I'm gonna open it up.
Roll me a con save. No, I'm kidding.
It's a
No, you open up and you find 11 pieces of silver.
Oh,
Okay.
dude, we interrupted them. They were on their way to farmer's market.
I'm gonna call Dingo over.
Hmm.
I'm gonna hand him 6 of the silver, and I'm gonna take 5.
Nice.
I can't be trusted.
I'm just gonna pat him on the back, but he did a good job.
Yeah,
Yep, I was effectively just going to say that for the rest of the day, nothing really happens anyway. It comes to the evening, and we will cap off with you guys setting up the camp for the night.